Hey, TJ, there's Justin. Justin's got new emojis. Hey, TJ, it's Justin.
Freaking come up. Okay.
What's that?
I was talking to myself. Yeah.
Well, that's a one-sided conversation.
My thing got unplugged and that's why it wasn't showing my stuff.
Oh,
There we go.
just a minute, Mia.
What's up, TJ? Oh man.
So, how are you doing today, Justin?
Oh, good, good.
Another kind of cloudy day here, just kind of a blasé day. It's 36 degrees and
Sunny out today.
ah,
It is 47 out. Or
TJ is
55.
chilling and having his coffee.
Or it's 55 here right now. It was 47 this morning. Just didn't update. Why does it say 47 there? But then when I click on it, it goes up to 55. Not sure.
Yeah. What is your problem?
Oh, fuck.
We got to go outside. I'll be right back, Justin. Outside.
Yeah, it is. It's not too bad though. I don't know. It says it's 40. Says it's 47 on the bottom of my computer, but then when I click on it, it pops up to 55. So I don't know which one's right. It is a little chilly out, but not too bad. But definitely nothing a sweater couldn't handle. Ugh. Fuck, man. Didn't get much sleep last night. Got up early this morning. Tired. What's up, Corey? I feel like I got something. I got punched in the eye right there. Shit hurts. Ugh.
Okay. She's outside. She should be able to figure it out.
Freaking woke up, my damn eyes all sore too. I think Sarah might have elbowed me or something to my sleep. Shit hurts. I hit it on something last night.
Did you?
Oh, whole bottom of my eyelid feels sore. Like I hit
That's
it on
not.
something. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night.
I was up and down all night myself last night.
So was I. Went to sleep for a little bit, got up.
Yep.
Went to sleep for a little bit, got up.
Yep. That's exactly what I did. I fell asleep, woke up at midnight, fell asleep about 1 o'clock, woke up at 2:30, fell asleep, woke up at 4:30, fell asleep, woke up again. It's like on and off. Corey, good morning, Corey. How are you doing? It was good to have you on the panel last night, Corey.
He was on the panel quite a bit yesterday. He came on Laura's too. I think, or
Yeah,
was it David's?
it
David's
was,
or
it
Laura's
was
panel.
good to see him. Good to see
What?
him spread his wings a little bit.
What do you want, man? Ow. Ow, with your claws, dude.
He likes to hug on your chest, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's a big baby.
Got his eyes open and closed, open and closed. He's content.
He gets like us too when Sarah and Aubrey leave. He is really, really attached. He gets really excited when Aubrey gets
Feels
home.
left behind, huh?
Yeah, he gets real excited when Aubrey and Sarah get home. Aubrey spends a lot of time with him, so he gets real excited when she gets home. She
I
gets
wonder
mad because he,
how Tim's cats are doing.
I'm assuming all right. Aubrey gets mad because he can't sleep up on a bed with her. But she's up on a bunk bed and he likes to leap off of there and we're afraid he's going to hurt himself. So he's not allowed to go up there. Yeah, I feel you, Corey. I was up and down. I mean, I was sleeping for like 30 minutes or 40 minutes and then I'd be wide awake. Joe. Jeff.
So,
Oh, how
well,
much?
officially today, I am calling AT&T. Actually, I don't want to call AT&T because they're all down all over the freaking country too.
Are you switching internet providers there?
Well, I was thinking about it, but I'm not gonna. They're having problems all over the country right now. AT&T. there's a lot of outages. And this thing here is telling me, it took me 8 minutes for it to tell me, oh, your internet is working. You know?
Spectrum is so slow too. Like when I had Frontier, I could reset the internet and it'd be back up and running in like, I kid you not, like a minute at the most. But
DJ.
every time I reset the Spectrum router, it takes like 5-10 minutes for it to boot back up. Slow.
Well, it booted right back. I didn't boot the router. I may have to do that. But it's really got me. And then I tried to go on Sean Ides show a second ago. The load something on there and it said, can't reach it. Now it's on. Now it's working.
Oh, TJ's here. Bye, TJ.
What's up, Paul? So YouTube got me in trouble.
Uh-oh, what'd you do, Joe?
I uploaded my son's video. Like I said, it took 3 hours yesterday to get everything uploaded and get everything the way you could see it. And I have it on unlisted, right?
Yeah.
It comes back and says, have a copyright hit. One of the songs, you can't be seen in Russia. I don't care. You know, it don't matter to me.
One of the songs, what?
Can't be
It said
seen, viewed in Russia,
blocked in
USSR.
Okay.
So don't matter to me, you know. So okay, so everything's good, right? So I send my kid the link. I send him the link out in the Virgin Islands, right? All of a sudden, I start getting comments from Tammy. Beautiful. To other people. That's beautiful video. Beautiful. All of this. Went back there. I had it unlisted. It was public.
I told you. I've told people before that putting unlisted doesn't actually hide it. People will still see it.
Well, I'll put it this way.
He had it marked as public though, Justin.
No, I had it unlisted. When I put it in there, it said unlisted. Yeah. When they put the block on it, they flipped it to public.
Oh, they flipped it.
I went back. It's unlisted right now.
I was going to say, because there's still been lots of people though that have had unlisted videos where people have actually been able to view them, even though they were marked unlisted. Matt had one. Matter of fact, Matt had one, and he had it marked as unlisted for like a week. And then he was like, "Oh, let's go check this video out I did." We were on a private. He was showing it to me, and he was looking at it, and he goes, "Why the fuck are there comments on here?" And I said, "I don't know." He said, "I have it unlisted." And he shows to his studio, and he shows me, "Look, it's unlisted." And yet all these people were seeing it and were commenting on it. He wasn't the only one that had that. I had a video do that too.
Who was it?
Yeah, what happened, as soon as it flipped the public, you figure 1,700 people got a notification. I put it up there. You know, so so my son sends me the thing and he got a big circle. He said, "What the F? I thought it was private." And then I said, it was private. When it went on that block, they flipped the public somehow. I didn't do it because I double checked it 3 times before I said publish.
Well, Joe, when you posted it, did you post it as private or unlisted?
Unlisted.
Okay, that's a problem because private, you can share the link with other people and they can view it only. Unlisted means it's not going to be spread.
Well, technically unlisted is supposed to it's not supposed to be there and viewed. Yeah,
it's not supposed to be
like
there.
I said, but the thing is there's this glitch with unlisted videos where it will allow people to see it anyway. And like I said, we've run across this glitch multiple times with multiple people, so I know it exists. I've had it happen. Matt had it happen. Yeah, so unlisted doesn't always hide it.
Well,
so now you can copy.
Private. Anybody you share it with, then you can they can view it.
Yeah, you can go to your studio and copy the link and send it to them.
Well, the only person that needs to share it is my son.
Well, he didn't want it on the
internet. Well, he didn't. He wanted to. They wanted to see it first. And I told him the best way to see this thing. It's got 6 comments on it. No, got 1 comment. 1 comment, 6 views. The comment was Tammy, and I'm not mad at her. You know, no. I'm glad she saw it. I'm glad she saw it, and I'm glad she looked at it. And God darn it, that hurt. That was stupid. God darn it. I burnt myself right there, and I thought that was something I spilled on it, so I went to scratch it off. God, oh, that
You
hurt.
burn yourself on the 3D printer?
No, I was cooking grits the other day, and a grit jumped over on my arm,
Splatter, yeah.
Shit.
splattered on my arm. You see the little dot?
Yep.
And I just looked down at it, and I thought maybe I had something on it. I went and I scratched it. Ooh, God darn it, that hurt.
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Well, it's not healing today. You know.
Here's the
Welsh
outage map.
Rob.
There's the outage map, Jonathan, for T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Are you up here anywhere?
He's in Georgia.
Georgia.
He's in
That
Georgia.
is Georgia.
Jojo.
We
Yeah,
own
that is Georgia.
it ain't-
That's all I'm asking. Is he anywhere near Atlanta, Columbus,
It's
or
a
something?
rainy night
I think
in
he's in
Georgia.
Columbus, I think.
Because there's an outage. There's all the outages for T-Mobile.
It's a rainy night in Georgia.
Look at Florida right now. Jesus.
Yeah.
The village has got an outage.
So they're gonna change that song "Rainy Night in Georgia" to as an AT outage shortage in Georgia. AT&T outage.
So, Rob, how are you doing today?
Or he said, "What's the title, Joe?" He'll see if you got a notification for it.
Victoria and Nick wedding day highlights.
Let me see if I got one.
I
knew
have it.
all
Like I said,
along.
I have it private now.
All along.
But if everybody got a notice, they got a link. You know. And there's nothing in there that's going to get
Yeah, it does.
anybody.
It doesn't work
Yeah.
anyway. I just tested the link. It doesn't work.
Well, maybe
Says
because I
video.
flipped it to private.
Yeah, they should generate a new link for the private.
Let me double check that.
Because
If
I
it
just
generates
clicked
a new
on it.
link, make sure he gets it.
Because I just tried to click on it and said video unavailable. It said user set this video to private.
Good. There you go. Let me send it to him before he has a fit. Learn something every day.
Joe just doesn't want to see the way see us dancing on the dance floor.
Oh, you ought to. You got to see that one part where police officer son's girlfriend smacks his ass.
uh,
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
can you hear me now?
All right, sorry, gents. Good morning, everybody.
Good
What's up,
morning.
Rob?
Sure, but copy.
Okay, so you were right about the area he's in. So he definitely has an outage right now.
So, actually, good afternoon, Rob.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, it is afternoon over there, ain't it?
Yeah, it's 1:20 p.m.
Shit.
Corey said he never got one. I did, but when I clicked on it, it said user set this video to private instead of video unavailable.
Damn it.
Jonathan says, rule of life, always keep a backup plan. AT&T. Corey didn't get one either, so that's good.
Oh, it doesn't work anyway. So even if you got one,
Well, also the fact that last night, as soon as I got that comment, I went back there and double checked it. So it was real quick. But shoot, that's a 30 something minute video. That was the easiest way and the fastest way and the best way to stick it out there so they could look at it.
Yeah.
And it's out there. I'll put it on a USB for them and they can look at it whenever they want on their own at home, you know.
Right.
But it's
Well,
better just to
morning,
give it to them like
Jonathan.
it's 19 gigabytes.
No problem.
Mark. Look at the weather here today. It's absolutely shit. Sorry.
Weather? Well, yeah, because David said last night, remember that he said that
Laura's fault.
he was going to hear Laura pissing all night about her batteries.
Yeah. See it? Can you see the weather?
Oh, yeah, Rob.
Yeah, I'd
Put it
totally
this way,
blame that on Laura.
Those batteries are gonna be ruined before she gets to fly if she keeps up charging them and down
Charging them
charging
and
them.
down charging them, up charging, down charge. Yep.
They're not gonna be any good.
Yeah, good to see you on the panel yesterday, Corey.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Be a kiss ass, Rob.
No, it's not. I like Corey.
Uh,
I haven't seen him on the panel for ages.
What's up, Lance?
Hey, TJ.
How's it
Oh, it's
going?
early.
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Oh, that's
good.
cool. Oh, nice. Nice.
Hey, Lance.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just won a
Hey,
sticker
hey,
pack
Rob, how are you? Hey.
off of Johnny the other day, and he's just going through the ones I don't have. And then I won one on Bill last night.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
me and you both. Me and you both won it. Remember?
What do you got? What do you
You
got?
won one? I didn't
Oh,
have. I didn't even know what I won.
Lance
I was
is
the
taking,
first.
Lance is taking time lapse because that's the clicking you hear in the background.
I was the first one that
Yeah.
won last night, and then you won right after me. You did.
I
Yeah, I
saw
didn't
that.
even
You
know what
guys
I
both
won.
won. And you need to send me the sticker since you're not a droney there, Justin.
Hey, I put all the stickers on my toolbox.
What's up, Wedgeworth? What's going
Hey,
I
on?
collect
Chris.
stickers. I got a shit ton of stickers on my toolbox.
I got a bag full of them that I've got triples of.
Yeah, I would have put one on my toolbox of Joe's, but he didn't send me one. So
Hello, Chris. How you doing?
All of this. That's all
yeah.
double and triplets, you know?
Oh,
I used to have a shit ton of stickers, but I've
I
gave
said,
them.
I was telling Angie on Facebook because she just redid her stickers, and I said, I'll take one, please, and thank you.
I
I like
sent.
I like
This is
the
the
way-
best sticker.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
had doubles and triples of all the stickers, but I sent Matt and Tim both an envelope full of stickers over to Australia,
have-
so they got all my doubles and triples.
I have two cases with stickers on them. The Avada case and the Mavic 3 case, I only put like the FAA sticker on it. And mine. I don't even think I have mine on it. This is one
Yeah,
I like though. Like old forts.
I think I have his.
Yeah, I got one of them.
That CT
I
CT
also have.
Pirate.
I also have two picture frames full of them too.
Yeah, I got a bunch of whiteboards. I got a bunch of whiteboards filled with those things.
I got two picture frames packed full, and then I have a whole bunch of them, like probably 30 of them on my damn toolbox.
And that's an
TJ's on my toolbox.
I got
That's a
some
lurker.
my laptop computer. I got them on my cases.
Look,
yeah, TJ's
look what I got.
at the top. TJ's up on my toolbox.
look.
Nice.
I knew I had extras. The one I've got on one case that I'm mad it's on a case is Recovery 1. I got Recovery 1 on one.
I'd be mad if I had a sticker on my case too.
No, no, I wish I had it on the board. I want to put it on the board, you know? I got this one here I don't have on anything, but the bit's too big.
And we need to put that just get like a.
What is that, Tom's?
Yeah. That's big. It's the biggest one I got.
Yeah, I find making your stickers a little smaller is better because if people want to go put them on their case, if your sticker's taking up half the damn case.
Then I got this one, and I'm gonna have to let him know he printed it upside down.
Or maybe you just need to turn it right side up.
just realized something. Johnny's, you got two different colors in the tail.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I have one of his. I don't have one of his. I don't have.
You don't have a Johnny?
Nah.
You got a Captain Ray Kelly?
No, I have Jim's droning, JD. I got Joe Fodolio. I got Dustin. I got TJ. I got Paul Hodges. I got Jim.
Live
Good
for
luck
Fun
get-
Show?
Nah, I don't have any of his stickers.
Now, I'll show you a sticker that's hard to get. This one right here.
Oh, I don't have one of them. I want one of them.
You know why you don't have one? He only gives them out one time a year.
Oh,
And
really?
you gotta ask for them, and you gotta go through hoops to get it. And then they pick and decide who's getting it, and they only give out like they have 250 sticker packages they send out,
Oh,
and you get to choose two of them.
Jody.
And I was the first one in last time, so I got two of them.
What's up, Johnny? I don't know. My two picture frames are behind me on the wall behind the green screen, so I can't see who's on them at the moment.
Yeah, I got Rodney Bells. I got Tony from USA Tropic. Got Brad's. I got like everybody.
I got a bunch of them, Chris, from Sunrise Water Media. Everybody always wanted his stickers, and he
Yeah,
sent me a whole shit ton of them because I sent him some to Matt and Tim.
Oh,
So
Yeah, I
he sent me a bunch of extras.
I got a bunch of them floating around all over the
But
place.
the meter one was the one everybody wanted, and a lot of people didn't have it. I had like
Yeah,
four or five of them.
I got one of the meter ones on my controller.
Yeah, I got like four. I had like 4 or 5 of them, and everybody was like, "Man, I've been wanting one of those."
Yeah, those
I
are.
sent. Yeah, I sent those. I sent a bunch of stickers to Matt and Tim. Bunch of doubles that I had and triples that I had.
I'm
Tim's
making
got
you up
them
an
all over
envelope
his
there.
laptop.
There, Justin.
All right, appreciate it. Tim's got a bunch of them on his laptop that I sent him.
You want me to include mine? Joking.
Smart ass.
Justin, you need to create the little dude sticker.
I
Hey,
have
look.
some, but they're on my store. I don't have any made though.
Hey, Justin, you got TJ's?
Yeah, he's got mine.
Yeah. TJ's on the top of my toolbox looking at me.
Yay!
He looks at me all crazy. He's up there.
What about Joe Fodolio?
Yeah, I got a couple of his.
Yeah.
I actually got
what
one
I
of his
got-
on my toolbox.
Yeah, right now the ones I got I got a 107 Barkley.
I don't have
I
his.
got Johnny Drone Fly for Fun Show, Flight Club, United States Drone Society.
I don't have any of those.
Yeah, those are the what I got. So I'll send you those.
All right.
You got the Drone Alliance DSP.
No, I've never even heard of that one.
That's I don't think of the name. I'm gonna think of the name in a minute. I'll think of the name in a minute. But I might be
Drone
Lauren or
Alliance?
one of them.
Drone
Drone
Alliance? Yeah, I've never heard of that.
DSP Alliance. That's the one that's lobbying about this drone law shit.
Yeah, I have stickers on my store on my homepage of my YouTube channel, Andrew. I just don't have any made to give out.
By the way,
Oh,
what's
look
Paul
at Jonathan said, I've been waiting for TJ stickers since last year, TJ. Look at you. And Chris said, thanks for the sticker, TJ. Pretty sure you didn't send one to Chris either. TJ, you better stop laughing. You got people in the chat harping on you about not sending them stickers. I tried, guys. He's lost his mind.
I'm
Wait,
disappointed,
TJ,
Lance.
hold on, TJ.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey, Lance, I'm disappointed in you.
TJ, you better read the chat. You got people mad at you for not sending them stickers.
Are you disappointed because I haven't said you need to ship Justin your printer?
I got my printer going, and you're not saying nothing about it.
Actually, Lance, I sent the prints to his printer. I was like, since he's not using it, I connected to it wirelessly. I sent the prints over.
See all the stuff right there?
Yeah.
That's all that stuff for that hook.
Oh, that's the grappling hook.
Yeah, I'm printing the last few things now. Oh, and a lot of crap too.
So then next thing you do is got to get bolts and nuts and.
I'm thinking about printing them. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're gonna make it all complete out of that. Okay.
Well, I think I need to go buy the bolts. I
When
think
I
it'll make
watched
it
the
heavier.
video, the guy showed the little nuts with the locking nuts
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wind up getting that anyway because I think I got to make it heavier. You know.
Get some weight out.
Yeah, he's doing a
Yeah.
hyperlapse, Andrew.
Are you doing another 3D print like a whale or like a
No, it's that hook. The hook to put on the ends of
Grappling
like
hook.
say I'm flying the Avata and I crash it. I can take the
Okay.
Mavic 3, go out there and grab it and leave.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you just got to go to Lowe's and get you some, or Home Depot and get you some hardware when you're done.
Yeah, you get brass to get good stuff.
What's up, Donald? Oh, TJ, don't ignore the chat. Jonathan's yelling at you because you didn't send him a sticker.
Oh,
And
I'll send him one.
And I'm pretty sure Chris is being a
literally
smart
have, like,
ass.
a few left, so I gotta send them out wisely.
Well, I'm pretty sure Chris is being a smart ass too. He said, thanks for the sticker, TJ. I don't know if you actually sent him one or not.
No, I don't have his address.
What a shame, guys. So he has to think about whether you're good enough to send in one of his last stickers to.
Okay,
Think about
Chris,
that.
Chris, send me your via message me your address. Jonathan, I got yours, so I'll put one in the mail for you.
Yeah, way back out there, TJ.
I just now saw that. I just now saw it.
Well,
Good save. Good
DJ's
save.
gonna change his response to "It's in the mail. It's in the mail."
It's in the-
Hey, Don Mudball.
What's up, Don?
We've told him, Akarashio, he needs to do more, fisheye, but
Chris, send me your address. I'll put you a sticker in the mail for you.
so whatever.
Too late.
Jonathan said, "Yeah, my address for 2 years now," with a mean emoji face.
I'm dealing with a lot right now, kind of. So, just taking me some time. I'm trying to keep my composure around here, but
Is the wife situation not good?
yeah, she just got a fucking mattress sitting out there, and I'm like, why the fuck do we need a fucking mattress? We don't need this shit. Like, what the hell? And we got all this furniture.
You need a new pair of goggles for your Avata. What's the deal? Take the mattress back.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? It's a brand new mattress.
Yeah, she just got. I don't know where the hell she got it from. Like,
What's the brand? If it's purple, you might want to go lay on it because those are comfortable.
yeah, that's what I hear purple is, but it's definitely not a purple one.
Those are
But
expensive
where is
too,
it? It's
man.
not outside in the rain, huh?
Is it in a box?
No, it's literally like literally like playing.
Be right back, guys.
outside.
Because we had
It's laying outside?
Yeah, I'll check.
I had a king size, our king size mattress came in a box vacuum sealed. Surprisingly, it wasn't that big of a box for a king size mattress, but it was a 10-inch too. It was 10 inches thick. It wasn't a thin one. I'm not gonna lie, it looks comfortable.
Bring it in before it rains.
There's no room for it. I don't even know what brand it is.
Well, it should be a tag on it somewhere.
She's probably got it airing out and fluffing out. Did it come in a box when you got it?
No, I guess a neighbor like brought it or whatever.
Oh, it's a freebie.
It's a used one. Okay.
Well, that's a good place to keep it outside there, TJ.
Well,
Because the bugs go get it. Come in the house.
Yeah, you better get it in there for your damn HOA bitches at you for having it out front.
That's definitely not coming in the house.
Does your old mattress suck or something?
No,
Maybe she's planning on putting it in the spare room.
there's no room for in the spare. There's already a mattress in the spare bedroom.
You got a garage,
Also-
don't you?
Yeah, we have a garage, but
You
there's so
should
much,
drag it around. At least put it in the garage.
man, there's so much shit in there. There's no room for anything in that damn garage.
I'm only saying because your HOA is going to bitch at you if they see that sitting out front.
Well, I called Faith Farm and they're gonna come pick it up.
Faith Farm, what the hell's that?
It's like it's a place where people like donate
Like
stuff.
Oh, like
Goodwill?
Goodwill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got a relationship with another place. Can I have that?
He's just trying to trade a mattress off something
Trying
off the
to trade
truck
a
he wants.
mattress off, yeah. I gave you a mattress. Can I have that?
He's like, yo, I'll trade you a mattress for two stick lights.
Now, wait a minute. You're not giving the mattress outside to them, right?
She put it out there this morning.
Yeah,
John.
it's out there.
It's out there. She just put it out there.
That's the one to go back?
Yeah.
Well, they're not returning it. They're donating it to like a Goodwill.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna come pick it up.
Yeah, I called him and left him a message, so I'm just waiting to.
Oh, you didn't talk to anybody.
No, I called and left a message.
You better call him back.
Was she planning on doing something with that, or the neighbor just asked you guys to do that?
I don't know. I guess the neighbors just brought it over or whatever. She saw it outside and dragged it all the way over here.
Like Horatio said, the world's largest landing pad. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
Yeah, that was when I got married. That's the only picture I got in my dress blue.
There you go. You should make that into a lithopane.
Well, well, yeah, I should, because I did look at their hours. They said they opened at 9, so I wait. Like I called like at 8:59.
Well, don't wait. Call him back.
All right, hold on.
This is Mattress Boy.
Hope she don't get mad at him for calling him. It sounded like she had plans for the mattress.
I don't think so. I think some neighbor.
No, I think she just tries to piss me off or whatever.
Well, it was working.
Yeah.
I'd call her and find out if she wanted the mattress.
You try folding that thing up and putting it in your drum bag, Andrew.
Well, what you do is you go upstairs and the bed that's
Oh
not
my-
being used, you tear it apart and you bring it down.
Fucking Donald. I swear to God. He says she dragged it over, so TJ is married to a drag queen. Oh my God. Fucking Donald.
Donald Stern a pot.
Yeah.
Are you on live chat on the other devices, Jonathan? That may be why you're not seeing all the messages on the other device. One might be on all messages or live chat, and the other one might be on top chat.
Well, a lot of people do their messages different too. So, like I've got two double screens over top of one another. The one is the live stream, and the other one is the YouTube stream, and I got the chat up on the YouTube screen. Rob turned his microphone off. Lance got his flight done. He's probably headed to school now.
Yep, I'm headed to school. Just got done with my hyperlapse and did a waypoint with my drone as well. Gonna go edit it. Maybe if you guys are lucky, I'll show it to you.
All right, so they said that they were booked up till March.
Till
And
March?
yeah,
Call Goodwill. Call Goodwill.
yeah. And then they told me to call the Salvation Army and breast cancer or something. Breast cancer.
Well, you're not donating boobs.
I know. I know.
Are you donating your new mattress?
No, it's not new.
It's not new.
That's wild that a place that's taking free shit from people can't even come pick it up because they're too booked. Like,
Yeah.
really?
Pretty crazy.
You got a car there, don't you?
Yeah.
Strap it on the car, take it over, and dump it off in their driveway.
Yeah, like here you go.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of places won't even take used mattresses anymore.
Yeah, that's the problem. Even if I go to put it at the curb, I have to buy a full-size sealed plastic bag and seal it before I can put it out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, a lot of
probably
places.
that's probably why the neighbor had it out there, is they didn't know what the hell to do with it either.
A lot of people, a lot of places stopped taking mattresses because of the bed bug issue and all that. Because bed bugs, was a big problem there for the last few years, popping up everywhere.
Especially in Florida.
I actually saw when I was in North Carolina, there was a lot of places that got it. It was really bad there.
Jonathan says, wait till 2:30 in the morning, put it out in the yard and put a match
What's up,
to it.
Dusty?
and light it
Douse it in gasoline and light it up.
light the shit on fire.
Or put a sign on it and say $100. Leave it out in the driveway, and they'll take it.
Oh yeah, give me the money for it.
And someone will steal it. They'll just say, "Oh, they want $100. I'll take it."
$100 for the mattress.
Yeah, lighting it on fire would have been a good thing 20 years ago, but I wouldn't do that these days, man. Everybody's damn house has Ring door cameras.
Yeah.
TJ would be on like 46 different views lighting this thing on fire.
East Coast says his wife works for pest control, and bed bugs are a real problem.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen a bed bug before, but I guess they do exist because they're tiny, microscopic little fuckers.
Yep.
Oh no, they can get as big as they'll get as big as a tick.
Oh,
Yep.
for real?
Yeah, and they'll bite the living shit out of you when you're sleeping too.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and they know how to hide.
They hide in like the crevices. That's why when you go into like when you're staying in a hotel, you want to go along the bottom of the mattress,
The edge.
around the edges, all the where all the little folds are, and look, and you'll see trails of their shit and stuff. And if you see any of that, don't sleep in a.
Ew.
I always check mattresses when I go into hotel rooms because those are one of the key places that they hide in.
Yeah.
And some people get them by accident too. I mean, they might go to a hotel
And
and
then
then it
bring 'em
gets in
home.
there. Yeah, bring them home by accident, and then it's not always what people do. It's sometimes it's just pure accident. Or
Well,
somebody
you know,
might come to your house and stay and bring them in, and you don't know that
exactly.
they have
Or
them.
if you go to a hotel and you know how you have your suitcase open,
Yeah.
them little critters at night will get in there and they'll be in your clothes and you bring them home.
Oh Lord. Well, I know like
And,
like big fancy hotels, I'm sure they would inspect their mattresses, but like if it's like a cheap motel or whatever, then
oh no, the ones in
Oh, no,
Vegas have
even
been
a
known to
Days
have
Inn.
it. No, even in Vegas, they've had outbreaks in Vegas hotels.
oh
And the only way to really get rid of them, the way that a lot of the pest control companies do it, is what they do is they come in and they seal up all the windows and shit in your house and the door frames and everything,
yeah.
Fumigate.
and then they heat the shit up out of your house. I mean, they get it up to like 200 degrees in the house
Oh
because
wow.
it kills them. So they have to like bake the inside of your house and get it really hot inside.
Ooh.
And what it
You gotta
does is the heat.
Then you got to open the doors and let all the heat out.
Once they get to a certain temperature, it kills them instantly. Like a lot of fumigation shit, some of it doesn't work very well.
Well, there's a job for you, TJ. What you could do is get yourself a hand torch and go around and torch the hell out of people's houses.
Yeah. I think we did bug bombs one
Don't
time.
encourage him.
We got newspaper and set the bug bombs off, and then we came back. Then we came back the next day and had to open up all the windows and doors, let all the shit out.
There was a couple hotels in Vegas that had Mercer outbreaks. And that's nasty.
What's Mercer?
It's like isn't there like a staph infection, Joe?
Yeah, it's an infectious disease.
Oh,
Yeah, respiratory.
Very, very transmittable.
Very.
Yeah, there was a couple of hotels. I was watching a thing the other day. They were
I think
talking
they called
about
that Legionnaires at one time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a couple of hotels in Vegas. One of the nice casinos had outbreaks of that throughout the casino.
Well, I bet you get some good comps on that.
Randy.
What's up, Randy?
See how that one printed? That little mess up right there? See it
Oh,
right there?
yeah.
That's part of the
I
claw.
gotta, I gotta reprint that one.
Oh,
I thought I was finished. That's only about a 2-minute thing though. Yeah, that'll show you better what it did. That one little layer didn't stick.
So you can't just trim that off, huh?
No. Right now I'm printing all the rest of the claws. I thought I only needed 4. I looked down and needed 10 of the claw pieces. I still
Yeah.
got, actually I got that little bitty one on there, those little bitty ones. I got 5 more of those with it.
Yeah.
So I got 5 of those and 1 of those, and then I'm finished. Then I just gotta go get the bolts for it and put it together.
Get the hardware. Yeah,
Oh,
Dan told us about that last night.
What I'm thinking about doing is getting going when I go there. I want to see what I need to do to connect it and get something I can connect it with, and then I'll just get everything while I'm there.
Yeah,
And then all I'm gonna do with it is stick it in my car
sure.
in case I need it.
Yeah, Corey said there was 50 federal government buildings there in Canada that had bed bugs. Jesus.
that's disgusting.
You ain't safe anywhere from the little bastards.
Loki is his old self. He's up here giving me loving.
Loki's doing good, huh?
Yep. Like I said, in the last 5, 6 days, he's had those two little, within like 2 or 3 minute seizures. That's it.
Well, good for you. Good for Loki.
Good for him. Nothing to do with me. Only thing is just good for Justin. Thank you, Justin.
What?
But for him,
Loki's doing much better.
Oh, with the things?
Yep.
I put like I know I can't. There's no way to show you this. I'm gonna try the video. Hold on. You got to see this. You can see he's doing better.
Mr. Joe,
Yes.
is there any chance of sending me that file?
The floor? Yeah. I'll do it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm selling the file for 130 bucks, Rob. If you send it to me, I'll knock off 20 for you.
He'll take 20 off for friends and family.
Yes,
Exactly.
all right.
You know how Justin is so accommodating.
Actually, I have the file. Hold on. I got it right here.
You got to
I'll send
stick
it
the
real
link.
quick.
That'll work.
Yeah.
I tell you
I
what,
think
I
I
have it
have.
here.
Yeah. That'll show you. He's got the ball in his mouth, scratching him, and he's backing that ass up to get rubbed. Look.
Yeah.
Tell me he ain't back to normal.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, look at that. He backs that ass. I was laying on the floor one day and I was getting ready to give him a kiss and he backed that ass up. I looked up, all I saw was an asshole about 2 inches from my lip. I went, oh, no, back that up. Get that other way.
Are you on Facebook as well, are you, Joe?
Yep,
Joe,
Facebook.
are you on
Joe
Facebook, Joe?
Trumpetor.
Sorry?
Joe Trumpetor.
Hold on. I'll send you his.
Or USA Drone Flyer. Either way.
Yeah, Rob, I'll send you the link to his Facebook too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
There you go. You got both of them in your messenger.
Yeah,
Got the
because
one
it's
for-
either, if you go to USA Drone Flyer on Facebook, that's me too. But Loki will be up there, and if I start to pet him or I start to pet Cleo, he'll back up, bring that ass back, and rub that ass all
Oh,
back
those
up
are friends.
to get up there.
Corey.
He got that song going, back it up, back it up, back it up, up.
so
Yeah, that sucks, Randy. Yeah, you got to throw all your shit out and everything.
yeah.
To see that video I sent you, Justin.
What was that thing you sent me on Messenger about like something with burgers or whatever? Like a burger?
No, it's what the army will be like in 2025.
It was
Have a
like
watch.
this huge long link. It said American companies that are no longer American investing magazine.
Yeah,
Hey,
that is that. Did you tap on it?
No.
Well, it's a news article about all of the American companies are being purchased by China,
Oh.
and you'd be surprised at all of them that are now Chinese companies.
Oh. Huh. I kind of feel like Burger King would be one of them. Looks
There's
like
a lot of them.
McDonald's.
Fuck y'all reading.
Hey, Rob, I
What
sent
is-
you a friend request on
Yeah,
Welsh
I
Riding
just-
Drones.
I just accepted it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I had a memory pop up on the thing just now. I looked down and I seen Cayman Jack margarita and 2 hot dogs. I went, Damn, that looks like a picture I took. That was funny. That I realized it was mine.
Hey, this is a pretty funny thing you sent me here, Rob. The military in 2025. That's pretty funny.
That's what I was trying to send to Joe.
Hmm.
Oh, shit. That's not the Marine Corps.
I don't know. But it makes you think, doesn't it? It will be like that, won't it?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
believe
Muddy,
it,
I sent it to you as well.
Randy.
Yeah, that's
I just
kind of crazy.
I just got that thing you sent me in Facebook.
That's Navy woke division. Well, that's just kind of crazy.
This is what Rob sent me.
Oh, I wasn't going to show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Let's see, how do I get it to play the music? There we go.
Fuck.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, you know how generations change, right?
Yep.
How it changes. Give you an example. 10 years ago, when I was doing pictures at Mandeville High School, I could be somewhere eating, and one of the parents would see me there, and when I go to get the meal, they paid for it.
Really?
They say somebody paid for it. It'd be one of the, and they tell me who it was, and it'd be one of the kids' parents would buy my whatever I was eating. And this happened more than once. You think it happened now? Now they didn't even call me, tell me there was a game Monday night when somebody forgot to tell me. That's why I say I think I'm at the end of this.
So
And it's not about me. It's just the difference in the whole. They don't care.
Yep, society doesn't
You-
care.
They don't care. I'll go out there, and as much as I do, all the traveling I do with the teams, and then it's like that. No big deal.
Yeah, look what Serenity got.
yeah, I saw that.
All right.
That is nice.
Does she like it? I guess she's in it.
Yeah, he said on the caption that she really liked it. So, see, my cat tree has one of these too, and the cats love laying in that thing. It's like a hammock. But mine's like twice. Mine's almost 5.5 feet tall, or
Yeah.
almost 6.5 feet. It's taller than I am. The one that we got for our cats, but it has that same thing on the side that the cats like to lay in. But like mine has a whole nother 2 layers on top. That thing's fucking tall as hell. That's a nice one though. Got a big old rope to hang on and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Swinging around.
The cat is a swinger.
I wonder if Tim went out and got the
The other cat,
yeah.
I don't know.
He was trying to get a hold of the lady, but she wouldn't get back with him. So he's been
Oh.
trying to get up with her for the last 2 days.
Sending out birthday messages to people on Facebook, right? And they got one of them. It's this girl that worked for me at Pizza Hut. Her name was Brittany, and she worked for me at Pizza Hut. And she was this little shy, quiet girl, but she knew her job and she did her stuff right. And I mean, I didn't have to look over her shoulder or nothing. And one day I looked at her and I said, I know what you want to be she's actually a nutrition. She got a nutrition major, and I told her, I said, and she worked at Pizza Hut, and I told her, I said, I know you're not going to be here long, but so I want to pay you more, but to pay you more, I need to have you train people. If you would do that, and I said, I know you're shy and quiet, but I know you can do it. And my area coach said, I don't know if you picked the right person. I said, no. I said, I picked the right person. I said, watch. I said, because I've seen people like that when I was in the Marines. And she had to train a guy on Wing Street one day. And she's up there and she says, okay, when you take the wings, you put them in here and you put them to this. And she's talking to him and she's talking just like that to him. And she says, and they come in packs of 8, and you want the non-traditional. You said you want the traditional wings without any breading. They're down in the thing. Go ahead and get them. Do it. Like that. Do it. Go get them. Like that. And I just fell out, and Melissa looked over at me and said, yeah, you picked the right one. But she turned around and she said, yeah, just get him out of there. And he looked at it and she said, do it. Get it out of the freezer. You know, it's just the way she said it to him. I said, yes, you're right. She was tough. Always on time, never complaining, always smiling. She was always singing under her voice. And she sang for over at Mandeville, and boy, did she have a voice. Now she it's like 8 years later, married, has a kid, married a youth minister over at the Baptist church. It was almost like a second daughter, you know. Hold on, I gotta get the dogs to the back because in about a half hour they're gonna be knocking on my door and they're gonna have a fit, and I gotta get them to the back. Hold on.
I like wings too. There's a place around here called Wingstop. I want to go there and get some wings.
Wings are good. They're just fucking expensive.
Yeah.
They're way cheaper to make at home.
Get some Red Bull instead, TJ.
What's that, Rob?
Get some Red Bull instead.
Some Red Bull.
You don't need no energy drink.
They give you wings, don't they?
Yeah. Red Bull gives you.
Legally, you can't say that anymore. They got sued for that.
What?
Yeah, they had a big class action lawsuit a few years back. Everybody was claiming Red Bull did not give you wings. I got $20 from that lawsuit. There's a big old class action lawsuit against Red Bull. Now they do a commercial where it makes fun of it. It says something about wings, but they're like making fun of it. Oh, there was some lady suing.
You're very quiet, Justin.
There's
Yeah,
some
your
lady.
volume's way low, Justin.
I don't know. My mic is being stupid. But there was a lady suing Reese's peanut butter cups here in Florida because they didn't look like the Christmas trees and the Halloween shapes when she opened. Cause they didn't look realistic. She's suing Reese's over it.
I couldn't hear you then.
Yeah, you're still real low, Justin. I see Bill the drone reviewer just put out an 18-minute segment that says DJI drone ban in the United States question mark. He just posted it
Yes,
5 minutes ago.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that's what one of my other buddies was talking about. We was just talking about that the other night. His name's Jason. He goes by JJ Drones on YouTube, and we're talking about the ban of drones in the United States.
They got the representative here, Steve Scalise. He's a local guy, and I've known him for years. And I sent him an email a couple of weeks ago about it. And I said, do me a favor, get this thing stopped because it's ridiculous. I said, these things save lives. All the agencies use them because they're the best on the market. Went through all of that, and then I sent him the Alliance thing they sent out, and his office kicked back and said that they were forwarding everything to him, but it was sent to him. And then I got a text back from him saying he's voting no on. He said it's not going to pass. The only thing you got to worry about is that they shove it into something else that nobody sees it. But as soon as that if that would pass some kind of way, every agency in this country is going to do a class action suit.
It's not that they're trying to ban drones, they're just trying to ban Chinese drones.
Yeah.
So that's where everybody keeps saying, oh, they're trying to ban drones in the US. No, they're trying to ban Chinese drones. It's a specific type of drone.
This is my question. You're saying that Chinese drones can spy on us and all of this. We've had a balloon go across the country. They left in the country. And then the other day in California, they had all these Chinese nationals that came in illegally, and they were standing there, and these are all military age, standing there taking pictures of everybody coming in where they came in at and making phone calls. So who were they calling? And who didn't stop them?
It's not that they're a security threat. They know that argument's bullshit. It's the fact that they're just using that as an excuse. They have to give it some kind of label because it's just Chinese and they just want to ban it because it's Chinese. It has nothing to do with what the drones actually do. They could care less about that. But like I said, that's just a small part of a larger problem.
Yep. And they said, I think the other day they said it was over 20,000 Chinese military age migrants have come into the country. And they asked them on Fox News, they were saying to one of them, what are y'all here for? Jobs, jobs, jobs. No, they're not.
The problem
Why do you think they're buying up all the land?
The problem is you're going to have more people on the side of fuck China than you are. Well, we need our drones. And that's the problem is you guys, the community, the drone community, I don't think is big enough to really take that argument on.
Yeah, we don't need a drone. But but agencies like the police department, the fire department, search and rescue, they need a drone. Yeah. They're big enough. They all need to be fighting this thing right now.
I honestly think it's gonna happen. It might not happen with this bill, but it will happen eventually. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. I know that they're gonna end up banning DJI at some point.
I think if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen by November, it won't happen.
I don't think it's a matter of if, it's just a matter of when it's gonna happen. It could be 2 years from now. It could be next month. I mean, it's just.
Hey, the problem is this could be a nose ring, you know.
The problem is
there you go.
God,
The problem is China and the US, their relations ain't getting any better.
That's
They're
funny.
deteriorating worse and worse every week. So
The government
Yeah,
convinced.
by the hour.
the thing is if their relationship was kind of just kind of leveling off and it was just kind of whatever, or it was getting a little better, then I wouldn't be concerned about it. But it's getting worse by the week. So I don't, like I said, I just think it's a matter of when, not if. Like I said, you guys could have them for another 3 years, or you could have them for another 2 months.
That's funny.
But like you said, they can easily sneak that bill into another bill, and people don't read that shit. When they get a 50,000 page bill in front of them with a bunch of shit in it, they don't sit and read every page. I mean, they don't. You'd have to have a whole team of lawyers just to rip through that to try to figure out what's what.
I think every representative and every senator, when they have a bill that's over 400 pages or even 400, any bill, they ought to have to all take a test, a 50-question test. If they fail it, they can't vote on it. Okay? And they got to take it, just like the FAA makes us take what you call it.
Well,
Sit there with a freaking camera on them.
Hey, Joe, the first thing to do with Congress is to vote and decide to have term limits.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, well, Congress has
I mean,
to
here
do
you
that.
got Pelosi. I think she was like a dancing girl in the Roaring '20s.
Yeah, well, Congress has to approve that, and they're not going to do that.
I love
No,
that.
yes,
I love
Congress
that.
does have to approve it.
But they're not going to do that to themselves because they'd be stifling themselves.
And their cost of living every year is a lot bigger than we deal with.
Yep. Well, it's like you got what's that one member of the gang of idiots, young gal.
AOC?
She was a friggin' barmaid.
Yeah, AOC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot. You could tell that girl has had no schooling at all.
And you know how much she made last year? $250,000 to $500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, I'll be honest with you. If I was in New York City and went to a bar and she was a barmaid there, I probably would have got drunk. but now, no.
Oh yeah, you can tell she has no education. She is just a complete fucking moron. And that's not because she's on the left by any means. If she was on the right, I'd say the same thing. She's just a pure idiot. No matter what side she's on, she's just a moron.
Oh, look at Lance has got a picture there.
That's nice.
Now, which drone did you use for that, Lance?
This is the Mavic 3, and it's in night mode.
Yep, it's tough.
And then I switch it over here. You're going to see this time lapse starting about right now. So watch as I Here it goes. The time lapse right now.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping you were going to fly through there.
I'm too scared.
He saw me fly through that one I did. He's not doing it.
You had a wide enough space.
Yeah, I've never flown through, and this is Ray Kelly and my secret spot right here, number 1.
Well, you told me where that was yesterday, so I people to see.
Peddler parking lot is where I fly.
Well, the thing of it is what's nice about it is you got it just before dawn, and there's enough cloud cover to give it that extra special lighting.
Yeah, I like that.
And this building here is St. Joe's Hospital, and they light it up different colors throughout the year. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you.
Now you see that hyperlapse you did? If you take that hyperlapse and you do, if it's like 5 seconds, if you do it at 50%, you'll still get a hyperlapse, but you get the 10 seconds and gives you just a little bit extra. And because it's a longer footage, it's going to give you a little bit clearer too.
Yeah, I may go back and do that one at the bridge and extend it a little longer because it's a little jumpy.
Because that's what I do when I do a 5 second. I always extend it.
I move my waypoints were too. I I needed them to be longer distance apart, I think.
Very nice.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
I like
pretty good. That's pretty good.
fast forward. And here's the Tacoma Dome, the 21st Avenue Bridge. This is the glass
Oh, that's
museum.
that building that we really were excited with. It kind of looked like an old English style.
Oh, it's behind me. So, and you mean the high school?
Yeah.
It's behind me about
Yeah, it's
right
behind
now.
you.
It's grown about 2 miles behind me.
Okay.
But here's the Washington State Museum. Or,
A lot of boats on the river, isn't there?
and it's actually a canal. It's the ocean. It's not the ocean. It's Puget Sound. It's saltwater.
An inlet. Yep.
Anyway,
And you get about everything there. You got trains, you got everything right there. That's a good spot.
I know. It's a great spot. This is my secret spot. Don't tell anybody.
You go back and take Puget Sound out of it. Oh, oops.
Mm. I will extend that hyperlapse.
Oh my gosh! Look at the black hole.
The Starship Enterprise was coming.
Yeah, it's like I was waiting for it to come.
That's funny.
Did you see it, Joe?
No. Didn't see
Oh,
it.
TJ did a yawn, looked like the black hole.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. Oh, God.
Corey. No, get
Hey,
down.
good morning.
Get down.
What's up, Corey?
Not much.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, Rob, how's it going?
What's up,
Yeah,
Corey?
good. God, twice in a week? Jesus, what's going on?
3 times, I think.
Hey, oh, shit.
I was on Paul's yesterday, David's yesterday.
Here we go. Are you ready for it? Here we go.
Oh, what the hell? Why'd that switch?
Here we
back?
go. Watch the black hole.
What the fuck is he laughing at?
The black
Himself
hole.
yawning? He
What?
himself yawning?
Yeah.
What black hole? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, you weren't watching?
No.
No.
Get back to it again.
That's funny. That's
Relax yourself, TJ.
I know.
Breathe
Breathe.
in, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
But you used to hear that a lot at the truck stops, huh, Rob?
That's funny.
There we go. Are you ready now?
Yeah,
now,
I do
what I
know.
want you guys to do is to watch TJ. Okay, watch TJ. Here we go.
Oh my God.
He's literally laughing at himself yawning.
I know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Imagine him saying, "Can you? Who the hell is that?"
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Well, and for a minute there, it almost looked like it was a crocodile at the zoo. You know. we, we TJ starts laughing when he goes to the dentist and they say open wide.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Hey, TJ, it's got to hurt your stomach.
This is funny.
He goes,
Oh God.
Okay, on the count of three, everybody imitate TJ laughing. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
to her?
You can give him a heart attack.
You can have a heart attack.
Have 911 on speed dial.
That's
And you know what? You could always tell him to go and find the mattress, and that's where TJ is.
yeah.
Oh, really?
That's
You
what
sure?
that's what you call the wind down right there.
Yeah.
There's the wind up, and then there's the wind down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a cat trying to stab with,
There he goes.
That's funny.
like a car trying to start with a dead battery, innit?
Oh, it's funny, Rob.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's like a battery dying on you in a car.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Today is National Margarita Day.
All right, let's have some.
Think I'm going to go get some. And them Cayman Jacks.
Well, there goes Justin. He's headed for burritos and margaritas.
And I got a playoff game tonight. I can't.
Oh, that's right.
Amigo.
Thursday night playoff.
Oh, me.
I got to look and see what time the damn thing is, too.
Corey, what's that hanging behind you?
It's a sex swing.
Yeah. It's in
Ah,
my dungeon. Yeah, it's in my dungeon. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Starting to build it. I got that not too long ago. Yeah.
looks like a boob stretcher.
You don't remember the whole sex swing conversation yesterday? You literally were in it.
Number 3, Mandeville versus number 6, Zachary. 6 p.m. the 22nd.
Ooh.
It's going to be packed.
So what do you got to get there? What, about 5 o'clock?
I'll probably leave here about 5 o'clock.
That works on that one.
Yeah, because it's probably, I'll get there about 5:20. It's going to be packed tonight. Good news, it's only like an hour and a half. I'll be out of there at 7:30. This is probably going to be their hardest matchup. If they win this one, which they should. They've just won the one the other night, 53-37 or something like that. And they've been averaging 25-point victories, so they ought to keep winning. They got 3,000-point girls on the team that hit 1,000. One of them in 2 years.
That's not bad for one of them things. $52. That's not bad.
It's Canadian, so it's way less. So it's probably 40 bucks.
87.50.
Oh yeah.
But you can get your own swing there, Paul. I put it in the private chat.
Paul's gonna be doing his live shows from the swing.
Like,
I'm too old for being a swinger.
uh,
No, that's not it. Fuck. Oh, piss off, Streamlabs.
oh, it's got little pockets in there you can put stuff in.
Yeah, it's a swing for my kids so they can read a book in or whatever quietly.
I read a book quietly.
Until they start fighting over it. I need two of them.
Oh, you only have one. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought maybe you had one for each of them.
No.
Have you ever read the book Everybody Poops?
What?
There's a kid's book. It's called Everybody Poops or whatever. It's like they have it at
No, I haven't read it.
No, I haven't either.
it's they have it at Barnes and Noble and different bookstores.
Oh yeah, there's
But
big.
Lance
kid's
is a
book.
teacher, and I'm sure that he doesn't have that in the classroom. So
No,
no.
not in the classroom.
Well,
Is it
you could do a
potty
book,
training I
Lance,
guess?
a follow up on that book. You say everybody poops except in the classroom.
Except in the classroom. Uh,
Or I could say, check Joe's drawers after his flight of the bridge. Am I muted? Did everyone disappear? Hello.
What's that?
I said hello. You got quiet. I thought maybe you
You're
guys
there. You're there.
bumped me off.
Justin's out getting a margarita in a burrito. So
And Joe's got that. I'm proud of him. He's got that printer fired up.
yeah, he's almost got his grappling hooks done.
And look at his
Yeah,
hair.
that-
It's combed and he looks sharp. Boy, he's ready for
The
the day.
hair's
Look at
cut short on an ethicone.
We did get we both got haircuts.
yeah, exactly, Jonathan.
What's Jonathan popping off about? Morning, Jonathan.
Yeah, go on.
Oh. Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, I may reach out to you when I get when my Air 2S shows up. It's last report. It was at the JFK airport going through customs. So maybe
You ordered that quite a while ago, didn't you?
The
8 months.
7th of February is when I won the bid. And yeah, so 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
There we go.
That's from France, was it?
Yeah, from France.
Okay.
It's taken its time. The guy reached out to me and sent me the tracking, so I'm able to track it. And you like your Air 2S, Paul?
Oh yeah.
What?
Dude,
Yeah.
that is a badass drone right there. The Air 2S, that's a good drone. I like it.
It handles the winds and everything just great. And I love the camera. Yep.
And it's a tad smaller than the Mavic 3, isn't it?
Right.
What's up, Lewis?
It's the same size as the Air 2, right? Just has
Yeah.
more sensors and better
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still have that one. Yeah.
Oh, you still got the original Air 2?
Yeah. It's still pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, I don't imagine you're racing with that, but yeah.
No, but I do put it in the air while I'm racing.
There you go.
I sold my Air 2. I only had 8 flights with it. I sold it to somebody for 700 and bought the Air 2S from somebody in the drone community with the fly more for 700. So I made a flip. And the reason I sold the Air 2 was because it wasn't going to be remote ID. Now it is. Or I would have kept the Air 2. I've never got rid of it.
Yeah, the Air 2s have been a great platform.
But in the scheme of things, because like I said, when the gimbal gave me an issue, and I got 3 extra batteries, and everything. Now 2 of the batteries are starting to go bad. One of them did go bad, so I'm still not complaining about that. But when I sent back that thing on the gimbal, it was like $100, and they gave me a brand new one. So I've got like 8 flights on it, 9 flights on it right now. I think I'm gonna charge it up, and that's gonna be instead of flying the Air 3, I'm gonna start flying the Air 2 again a little bit. Air 2S. And I'm gonna tell you, and y'all gonna laugh at me, but I have looked at video. I'm gonna do a comparison to show y'all. I'm gonna go do the same thing with the Air 3, the Mavic 3, and then the Air 2S, and show you the 2 videos, and I'm gonna ask you to pick out which one's which. That's how I'm gonna put it out there. Tell me which one is which. I'm not gonna tell you which one, because I think the Air 2S looks better than the Mavic 3 in some instances. I just think it does.
I'll agree with that.
I think the pictures look a lot better. And I think that if you really watch, if you get the video and you get it, you're not shooting from 400 feet, it looks a lot better than the same distance with the Mavic 3. It's just got a different, it's a difference in the camera DJI has on it and the Hasselblad that's on the other one. It's just a difference in the camera technology. Hasselblad should be better, but it's to me, it's not. And that's 50 years of doing pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, I look at that. I look at the video when I do the Air 2S and say, damn, that's nice. Got a little different sharpness to it.
Oh, it's the whole argument. Drones have kind of plateaued like cell phones, right?
Yeah.
Like they're really not all these newer drones coming out really aren't all better than the previous ones. I mean, to a certain extent. If you wait 3 or 4 or even at least two to 3 generations, and then you upgrade, you'll have a significant upgrade. But like going from like an Air 2 to like a Mavic 3 or an Air 3 would be a significant upgrade. Going from a Mini 2 to like a Mini 3 Pro or Mini 4 Pro would be a significant upgrade.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna start looking around Christmas time because everything. We'll have a couple more drones out by then. I'm gonna start looking around Christmas time and see if I can find an Air 2S, like even a Flymore kit, maybe. See if they got some crazy price out there for one, like maybe in the 700 range or something like that. I might jump on it just to have a backup brand new. I'll never open.
Yep.
The one thing DJI could put a lot out that would be like a significant difference in between, not so much camera quality, but just shape, size, and design, is if they keep doing the FPV shit.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of different designs and sizes and different things you can do with the FPV side of it. As far as the camera drones, though, I mean, like I said, they've kind of plateaued.
Well, the thing that I don't understand, remember the talk was the last couple of years, Joe, was that DJI was going to come out with a new Inspire 3. And
Yeah,
they did.
they never have.
Yeah, they did.
No, they got the 3. The 3
They got
came.
the
Yeah.
3. Okay, yeah, the
It did come out.
Inspire 4.
No, you're on about the Phantom 4, are you?
But I'd have been the Phantom 5 if they
Phantom
came out with a
5,
new
It
one.
might be the
Nobody's on
Phantom
it.
5.
God, a bunch of amateurs up in here. Anyway. No, but like DJI could come out with the
Justin, it's called old age.
No, but I'm saying is DJI could come out with a bunch of like little FPV drones, like Cinewhoop size ones, like Corey has. They could come out with a couple of big, huge 5-inch ones. I mean, if they wanted to, there's plenty of variations of FPV styles that they could come up with that would keep it fresh and new.
Yeah, but they also look at analytics in terms of who's going to be buying it. They're all for profit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So they're not going to build a system it's not going to sell, right?
Well, I mean, the Avata, see, the Potato was a decent seller. Now the Avata has been a lot bigger seller for them, so they did pretty good on that one.
Yeah, but if you notice the market, a lot of the camera drones are moving towards like FPV drones, right? And that's like a
Well, I
market
mean, look a
that's
lot.
shifting
Look,
to.
a lot of these
Yeah.
guys. I mean, a lot of these guys have went out and bought the Avata. But that's what I'm saying is if DJI, I think DJI would have more. I think they would do really good as if they came out with the different variations of FPV drones. That side of their market would stay fresh and new and be a different design each time. Where the camera drones, like I said, they've kind of plateaued. I mean, really, what are they going to put on a Mavic 4 that's going to be much better than what's already on a Mavic 3? I mean, how much more can they really go on it? I mean, you're talking $3-4 grand for a drone versus, they could come out with a $500 FPV Cinewhoop. They could come out with $1,000 FPV. I think on that side, I think since their sales were so good on the Avata, I think they could do pretty good because you're seeing a lot more of the camera guys starting to fly the Avata. And if they came out with a bunch of different variations, I think they would buy them. I don't know, just that's what I see. I don't know if that's the case, but
I agree with you, Justin. The camera's not really good, especially at night or low light. It's terrible. So it's almost worthless to fly at night.
yeah, but you guys are flying it more for fun than video, I think.
Correct. And more for like shooting gaps and stuff like that. So
Like it takes good enough video for what you guys are doing. You guys are just going out having fun, going through, what do you want to call it? Like playgrounds and
a big toy.
little cement tunnels and different shit you guys are exploring with it. You guys aren't really doing nothing extensive, but the camera's good enough for what you're doing. But you're having more fun with it than you are worried about the video, I think. It seems like a lot of the guys are.
Agreed.
But I have seen a lot more people adopt the Avata than they did the Potato, for sure. Like there's way more guys that went out and bought the Avata, I've noticed.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think if they came up with some like small like Cinewhoop type drones and different things like that, I think they would sell. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're
I
doing
think
all the research, I guess, on what's going to sell. So
Yeah, we'll see what they come out with. Like I said, it seems like the smaller drone did better though than their big one did. So
yeah, I think more people are comfortable because it's like a Cinewhoop style, so it has prop guards and all that stuff, right?
you're right.
Versus the other one doesn't.
Yeah, and it was a lot faster too.
It's more like the real FPV drones geared towards. And it was pretty much their first FPV drone too, right? So
Yeah, well, yeah, and the big one was way faster. I think it get up to, I think it was maxed out at 100. Where, I think that Avata, I think the top speed in Acro is like 60 or something.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys don't even put it in Acro.
no, they're flying it with the controller or whatever, right?
Yeah, and I think the top speed, even in sports mode, is only 30 something miles an hour.
Yeah.
Which I think is stupid. I think you should be able to fly it at full speed, even if you're not an Acro. I think that's fucking stupid.
I think they can't because all their sensors and stuff, right? So if you fly into a wall, it'll stop you. But if it's going too fast, it can't because it can't react fast enough.
Well, I
The-
think
the
that
Avata-
should be your
Liability
choice
thing.
to. I think that should
Yeah,
be your
you
You
choice
put it
to
in like
turn it off.
ludicrous mode, right? And all the warnings and everything accept it, right?
I mean, because if you're going by liability, then Rotor Riot and all those guys, you guys would be suing them every time you wrecked a fucking drone.
The Avata has got no sensors.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that should be your choice, and it should ask you. It should warn you, hey, by putting it in sport and you're going at the full speed, past a certain speed, it should give you a warning by you're taking a chance at doing this. Do you agree? Come on, done and done. Actually, I don't even think it should do that. I think it should just be unlocked. It's your fucking drone. That's the way I look at it. I think you should be able to do what the hell you want with it, but what do I know? I think it's stupid you have to put it in acro though. Like you should be able to take that responsibility and to be able to make that decision.
Yeah, there should
It's
be like
almost
an
like-
extra mode, like a ludicrous mode, and have at it, right?
Yeah,
Every
right,
warning
right.
pops up saying,
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
look at
whatever,
the
and-
big drones. Look at the camera drones. When you put them in sports mode, it turns off the sensors.
Yeah.
So I don't see why the Avata couldn't do the same thing. Like,
The
I
Avata
don't
haven't
know
got no
what-
sensors.
okay, well, if it doesn't have any sensors, then what's the fucking point of not having it full speed in sports mode?
Exactly.
Okay, so that's exactly then that's a good point right there. Like, there is no reason why it shouldn't be able to go full speed. Like I said, I think that should be the owner's choice to do that. I mean, it should literally be a toggle that you can toggle how fast you want to go, and you can set your limit. You say, okay, I don't want to go past 40, so you toggle it up to 40, or you can go all the way up to the max.
shows how much I know about the Avata. I never really looked into it. I thought it had
I didn't
sensors
know-
because of DJI.
I
just
didn't know it
assumed
didn't
did.
have its sensors either. I see. I
Yeah,
would
the
assume
only
it
one it
had
got is-
sensors.
The only one they got is a downward sensor.
Okay, like the Mini 2 did, yeah. And the Mini
Yeah.
1. Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't have any obstacle avoidance except for the
No, no,
bottom.
no.
That was it.
No, but the DJI got obstacle
Not
avoidance,
today.
but it won't stop you. It
Well,
won't
like I
stop
said,
you.
even in Air 2 or Air 2S, when you put it in sports mode, it turns off some of the sensors anyway. So,
Turns off all
it's-
of them.
yeah, I think the bottom ones is the only one it doesn't turn off. But it turns off your obstacle avoidance when you put it in sports mode. Which is like Corey said, you going too fast, the sensors can't handle that kind of speed and stop it in
No.
time. They're just not
No,
that good yet.
That's why I was saying with the DJI FPV, even though that's got sensors, that can't stop in time.
Oh yeah, eventually sensor technology will get to the point to where you could be going 120 right at a brick wall and it will just go doop and stop on a dime and it will sense. I mean, eventually they'll get that good. But they can't handle that kind of speed at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like you go flying at a wall at that speed, it's gonna fucking hit it.
What's Randy talking about? The Avata has no OA sensors. What? Oh, obstacle avoidance. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Amateur.
I guess the only obstacle. I guess the only obstacle.
It just has the downward sensors, that's it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like the Mini 1 and Mini 2. It would only sense shit underneath it, and that was it.
Yeah.
But that's my whole point is you should be able to go full speed without having to go into acro. That should be your choice to be able to do that.
Well, the only thing is that everybody's got to remember, because even when you fly the bigger drones like the Inspires and above, they'll go like a bat out of hell. Like my Inspire would do 55 miles an hour. But if I put it in full reverse, it took 50, 60 feet before it would ever stop. It would,
I mean,
it would
that's-
tilt back like this, and the propellers are just beating the wind. And
Well, it depends on the drone too. Like the Air 2, Dude, I would come in at full speed in sports mode and I could pull back on the stick and it would stop almost instantly. Like
The-
it would stop pretty quickly. It wouldn't have to have like 30 feet to stop. It would stop within like 2-3 feet. Because it would pull back and go woof. But
The DJI FPV and the Avata has got that brake button, and they stop ridiculously quick. You honestly think the motors are going to break?
well, but then the oh shit button is really how fast is your reaction time.
Yeah, that's it. The
You
ocean
know what I'm
button.
saying? Because if you're reacting, some people's reaction time is quicker than others. That's why some FPV pilots may be better than others. It's not necessarily their stick skill might be better, it's their reaction time might be quicker. Some people could be a millisecond faster than another person.
And
that's
the
just their
older
natural.
you get, the less reaction time you get. Just part of everything, right? That's why like all the games, like all the top end games are like all kids, right? Like 18, 19, 20-year-olds. The
That
older
is
you
true.
are, the less reaction time you have.
But that's what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
that may be why some FPV pilots are so good. Like I said, they might be good on the sticks and everything, but they might not be better on the sticks than you are. It's just their reaction time may be a little quicker than you, just naturally. And so they can hit corners and go and hit shit a little faster than you can. I mean, that's just some people are quicker at that. Like you'll see people that will be standing there and you'll throw a ball at them, they'll be like, you know, that's just their
Otherwise,
reaction
it hits
is
you in the face. The people that can't react
Right.
fast enough. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like you throw the ball, it's like catch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like
See the
some
reaction.
people just have faster reaction times.
Yeah.
A millisecond can make all the difference in that kind of stuff. Because like I said, I'm probably positive you're probably as good as some of the best guys that are at the top out there. But like I said, they might have a little bit faster reaction than you, and that may be why they come off as better. I'm sure that does come into play with some of them. Like your stick movements might not be any worse than theirs or any better than theirs, but they're just quicker on it.
Yeah, they can compute faster because they see it faster.
Right. Like I said, that old shit button's
But-
only going to do you so good about how fast you're going to be able to push it. Because you got to
Yeah,
push
but
it, then it's got to go to the drone, and that takes, a couple
It has
milliseconds.
to like really turn the drone this way to counteract the forward
Right.
motion.
So yeah, you're talking a few milliseconds from the time you press that button until it reaches the drone and the drone backs out.
And it's
that
already
could be
gone
too
like
late.
10 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That could be too late. That fucking drone smacks the wall.
Bye.
But yeah, I think it's stupid as to how the DJI drones will only let you unlock certain speeds by going into Acro. I think you should just be able to unlock it. But apparently you have to jump through hoops just to get to go into Acro, especially on the Potato. They said you had to like go through all this shit just to unlock it. It was a big pain in the ass. And I'm like, you should just be able to, as user friendly as DJI products are, you think it would just be the flip of a switch. Just Acro. And just go into it. Like that splash drone that Jonathan wants to get from Dan. It's literally a flip of a switch. You can go from GPS to Acro. That's
Has
all
he
you
not
have to do.
Has he not gotten it yet?
No, because he's still trying to find a buyer for the Mini 3 Pro. So if anybody's interested, I don't remember. I don't want to misprice what he said yesterday, but he did put it in somebody's chat yesterday that he was selling it. So he's
Oh, I
trying to
thought-
find somebody to get it.
I thought Jonathan bought it already.
He wants
But-
to.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's trying to get the guy that was supposed to buy the Mini 3 off of him, the Mini 3 Pro, flaked out on him. So now he's trying to find somebody to buy it. So if anybody's interested, Jonathan's got one. Randy said sensors are good, but the computing power is lacking. I guess that's just how good of a processor you put in it.
Yeah, we're talking about some of that sensor stuff and how fast it can go in reaction time.
Well, and DJI hasn't really been known to put the most modern processors in their shit neither.
They just
Like some of their stuff, their processors were a couple years old by the time it made it into a product.
it's all about pricing. They probably had like a surplus from a factory that they can make, and then they make use of it, right? And code with it, and
Right.
push it to the limit.
Well, that was one of the problems with the first smart controller is the chipset was already like 2 or 3 years old before it even got into the damn
Yeah, it could
controller.
barely run Android on it. Yeah, they had to
And
put
I don't know
custom firmware
how
on it. It's
I
still
don't know how
working.
people it is, and I don't know how because it's fucking what about if you add that 3 years onto it, that
6 years
chipset's
old.
what
now?
about 6 or 8 years old now? I mean, that controller's been out for what about 5, 6 years?
Mhm.
You add another 2 years
The
at least
original?
onto the chipset, yeah.
Yeah, the original, like 5 years, 4 years.
So yeah, so I would say at least 7 years old. The chipset's at least 7 years old on it.
No, stop.
I got one, and it could run Lychee on it, no problem.
Well, I find it funny that they're using an open source software on their controllers, but then the newer ones you can't like
One.
sideload anything on them. I think the more expensive one you can, but the RC the cheaper one you can't sideload
Yeah,
anything
you can.
on
I
it.
think.
Oh no,
So I
it's
think
locked
it's
down.
kind of yeah.
But is it running
I think-
Android in the background? Like
Yeah.
that's what like a
I'm
custom
sure
version.
I'm sure if somebody like you got a hold of it, you could probably find a bypass somewhere buried in it.
Just like
I'm sure.
the goggles are running Android.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way of getting into it and bypassing it.
About to
There's-
give them
there's
all
been-
another hip treat.
There's been plenty of guys out there in products like that where they found a bypass. I watched a guy do it on some cheap Chinese tech that he got that was running Android, but it was locked down, and he was able to find it, like find a secret menu in there, and was able to bypass it and get past it, and then load his own shit on there.
Where you can just
No.
find the
No.
pins to put it in diagnostic mode, and then you put your own bootloader on it, and you change the whole OS onto it. Then
Well,
you
that's
have
what I'm
it
saying.
unlocked.
Somebody like you or Sean
Right.
could do something like that. Like you guys would be able to figure it out probably.
Oh, you would explode with orders for things like that. You would.
Because I mean,
That
there's got to
limits
be
the-
something.
yeah.
Do what? Go ahead.
So
Sorry.
that limits some of like the third-party apps and stuff, right? You know, like the old smart controller, you can load a whole bunch of stuff, you know, like drone deploy, Lychee, all that stuff you could put on there. On that other one, I guess you can't, eh?
I think the RC2 you can. It's not the original, right? The third variation, Joe, you can sideload, right?
Say it again.
The third variation of the smart controller, the third variation of it, the more expensive one that just came out, that one you can sideload on, right?
Yeah, that's the
RC2,
RC Pro. RC Pro.
RC Pro, and then the RC. I don't think you can. I think that's the
You
one that's
can't.
locked down.
That's the one that came out with the
Mavic 3
3
Pro and
Pro.
all that.
and the Air 3 and all that. Now they got an RC2 that came out just recently, and I still don't think you can do it. But what's got everybody upset is the fact that the RC Pro came out with all the new crap with the OC3 Plus and all of that, and then they come out with operating 4 OC4, and they're saying, well, we can't go up. No bullshit, you can go up because the goggles go up. The Integra goggles will go up. You can run it with the 04. So
Oh,
if the
yeah, I'm
goggles
sh-
can do it, you can't tell me it doesn't, you know? They could switch it if they wanted to. But there's gonna be a there'll be a Pro Plus probably come out for $1,600. It's aggravating because you spend $1,200, $1,300 for a controller thinking you're gonna have one to work for a while and that's the last generation all of a sudden.
Well, there's got to be a back door, like I said, to get into a something on that controller. There's a way around it. There's got to be
Yeah.
if it's running Android. It's just the average guy's not going to know how to do that, and they're not going to fuck with it. So,
Yeah, and
like I said, if you
I'm
gave
not
it to
gonna
somebody
say-
like, if you gave it to somebody like David, Corey, or Sean, they'd figure it out.
yeah. And
They-
I'm
they
not
did
gonna
it.
say that I'm really pissed about it because I could fly my Mini 3, my Air 2S, and my Mavic 3 with it, you know. And but I would like if I were to get the Air 3 or something like that, I would like to use the same controller.
The only thing that's fucked about the smart controller though is it did have a crappier range than the actual controller did. I know a lot of people complained about that, like the actual controller,
I've
the
never had a
regular.
range problem.
Well,
Yeah,
if you
and
no,
and
but
the-
if you compared it to the original controller
Yeah.
that came with the drone, you would see a difference.
And
A
the
lot of
Air
people just-
3, the Air 3S and the Mini 4, have different penetration, so they'll never be compatible, Joe, with the RC that you and I
Yeah.
have. It would be great if it was. And that's
Yeah.
probably the only reason I would ever get the Air 3 or the Mini 4 would be the range. It's better. But other than that, I wouldn't switch from what I have now.
I mean, but how much range do you really need? I mean,
And
even
range
OcuSync
meaning-
2 was pretty
and
good. I
range
mean,
meaning, Justin, I fly behind a building. Well,
Yeah.
you're supposed to line of sight.
Not line
but,
of sight.
But just say.
Yeah, what was that,
You got a
Lance?
spot.
Just say I
Yeah, what
actually
was
it? He didn't say that. He didn't say
You
no.
got a spotter over there too?
yeah.
No, it's a glass.
And he's
It's a
got
glass
bullhorn,
building.
which
You
is
can still
also
see it.
illegal.
Oh, you see right through the. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can see right there.
But,
I got
but
plenty
you
of
can see
those.
through the trees, right? And you can see the drone as it drops behind the tree line and following it down. You can kind of still see it. But with the Mavic 3, you would lose connection. With the Air 3S, you might not. So not a building, but trees that you can see. There you go.
Yeah, not a building. Yeah, that's right. Not a building.
Or a building with a lot of glass.
Whoops.
I
Well, I'm
wanna-
saying,
There was a guy that used to mod all the controllers and stuff and put all these extra boosters and all that stuff.
oh yeah,
What's
it's
his
that
name?
shit that Rod had a bunch of that on his drones.
Uh,
Yeah,
his
Rob
Alltel
puts it
controllers.
on his goggles. Those I don't know what they're called. He has a name for them.
There's a company that does it, and Rod has it on his Alltel, Hot Rod. He's got it on his Alltel Evo 2. But it's like this big antenna, and you buy it, and then the company takes your controller and they rip it apart
Oh.
and they wire it in there and they hook it up
Sick.
to the controller. But it's a big ass, like almost like a Yagi setup, but it's
Sick.
like big ass antenna like that that hangs off the back of your controller.
Should've
You
never
can do
told
it yourself for like $200-300, but you have to like rip the controller apart, know how to wire it. You got to drill holes in the controller and
It's
all that.
illegal
So,
over here. See,
but if you have the company do it, then all of a sudden the price jumps to like $800-900. It's expensive if you have the company do it. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to want to do it yourself. Because like I said, you actually have to drill holes in the fucking controller. You have to rip it apart. You have to solder on the board and everything. Like you got to know what you're doing.
I got a question. Have y'all ever had a dog that listened to you making a phone call to the VET and knows that you're scheduling an appointment and he gets all excited? He's been spinning around whimpering for the last 10 minutes because I planned it. He knows. Because I told him, I said, next Wednesday you're going to the VET. I'm not even gonna spell it. And he's whimpering, spinning around and everything. He's ready to go now. It's like, come
He's
on.
excited to
sit
go
down
to the
somewhere.
vet. He's
Oh,
excited
he's
to go.
excited to. He loves it. He loves it. I'll tell
Not
him.
my dog.
I'll tell him crazy shit. Like I'll say, it's not today. It's after we get up. Not tomorrow when we get up. It'll be the next day when we wake up. And that next day, I'll get up and he's spinning around, jumping around, and everything. Like he already knows it's not today. It's tomorrow. And we get up and I'll say, when I say good morning to y'all, then it's time to go. And I'll get up and I'll say, good morning, y'all. Man, he starts spinning and run to the front door and be waiting, ready to go. And we get there, he runs in, he's got his spot where he's got to go smell his mark, runs in there, goes see them, gets on the scale, goes in there, gets his stuff done, comes back, spinning around, he's all happy. He don't care. He's like, I've never had a dog like that in my life. The other one, I tell her, come on, we're going to the car. She lays down. She said, oh, hell no. And then hyperventilates in the car the whole way.
Maybe she just doesn't like your driving, Joe.
No, she don't like the car, period. It's crazy. It's cool.
Yeah, my,
Yeah, we're
my
talking about,
dog Mia is an older dog. She's like 14
Yeah.
years old. And if I even look at putting the coat on, she's ready to go and get in the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about distance. I don't have the guts to do it. The furthest I've flown, the Mavic 3 was out at Highway 11 over the water. That's when I went out to the train bridge, and that was almost 7,500 feet. And that's when I was coming back, and the train got there, and I lost connection.
Yeah.
And I lost visual connection in the controller. That's the only time I've had a distance issue. But I had it, but it was just when the train got there, I think they were transmitting something. And the telemetry was telling me everything was working right. So I had total connection. I had all the bars. And then it took 56 seconds. All of a sudden, everything came back to me. I could see it, but it wasn't moving. But the telemetry was moving, so I knew it was coming my way. I was watching. I said, "The hell with the picture. Watch the telemetry." Make sure I was staying in the air and making sure I was bringing it back to them. But I want to fly where the lighthouse is at, and I want to try to fly to Gust Island. That's on the other side. And I told Johnny that if I ever do that, I'm gonna have you go over there, and then I'm gonna fly it to where you're at, so that you could just pick it up because it will never come back because it's like 11,000 feet, 12,000 feet. And we've flown out there on that water edge over 10,000 before. Johnny had, so that was with the Air 3. He got it out there over 10,000 feet. I think he got to 11,000 and then came back, and he was right where he could see Gust Island, but the wind was blowing. There was no wind that day. That's what it was. And he came back, and when he got it back, he still had like 30% battery. So I was freaking out, saying, "Where you at? Look, check the wind. What's your battery?" I was doing. He had me nervous.
Couple of months back, I flew my A2S from the beach out to a ship, which was 5.3 miles away.
Wow.
But as I started,
Oh yeah,
seeing
but
the ship, then I started losing connection. But
yeah, but you're talking too. I could totally see you being able to go out that far because you're talking no obstructions. I mean, you're
yes,
just
I wouldn't do it.
ocean, flat ocean.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's the
do it.
same thing with us.
But-
There's no obstructions.
I've seen a lot of people do that on beaches and stuff, able to go really far. I mean,
But we have a lot less penetration, don't we, than you guys?
Yeah.
like
Your
I think it
signal is
was
so much stronger.
Bill did it
Milliwatt.
with the Uncle Bill did it with the Mini 2 on the beach. He flew, I think it was like 2.5 miles from one side of the beach all
Yeah.
the way down to the pier and back. I think
Yeah,
it was
when
with
I
the Mini
did
2.
At Mandeville Harbor, when we were standing there, Johnny went out one time trying to get to the water tower, and when he got to about 6,000 feet, he turned around and came back. And then we went out there that's when I bought the Mavic 3, and I had 100% battery when I took off, and I was having fun with the Mavic 3, so I said, I'm gonna see if I can hit that water tower. I went out and I'm doing a orbit around the water tower, and Johnny says, "Where are you?" I said, "Doing an orbit around the water tower." And he goes, "Let me see." And it was 7,100 feet. And I'm doing the orbit around, and I'm at 40% battery. And I said, "Well, I got plenty of battery to get back. I'm not, it was just about 49%. And I'm coming back. And as I turned it to come back, I realized that the wind is 15 miles an hour and I'm coming back against the wind like that. And I started coming, and that battery dropped from 49 to 40%. That's quick. And I
Well, you
looked
just
at it and I
drop it.
said, "Oh, it just," I watched it change like that. And I'm bringing it back, and I said, "You know what? You know how to get back." I went return to home and let it come back. And when it landed by me, I still had 30%.
When you're going against the wind like that, you just drop it and zigzag
Just
through
come
the
down.
wind.
Zigzag, yeah.
And I wasn't
If you
that
zigzag.
high anyway. I was about 180 feet, but
Or if you
like
get
the
if you
tree
get
level
if you
out there
get
was about 100.
or if you get down to about 70 feet, you just hit the return to home, let it cruise back. It'll have 40%, even with 15-mile-an-hour winds, it'll still make it back.
Yeah, it was
that far.
good. The funny part about it is I got it back with 30%. And then I was flying in a couple of minutes. I still had like 28% or something like this. I said, "Come on, Johnny, let's do a droning." I started to do the droning, and it started to go back over the water, and it said low battery, emergency landing. I thought, "Oh, hell no."
You know what's cool
No.
about the mini too, that I think it's the only one that can do it too. That was an update they did. But when you do the return to home on the Mini 2, you can actually yaw it backwards and it will fly backwards as it's returning to home.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So you can actually on the Mini 2, you can yaw it around.
Yep.
So when you hit the return to home, you just yaw it as it's coming back and it will do the return to home backwards. And I think
Or
it's
on
the only
side or
one that,
anything. Or on the side,
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, you can control the whole thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's the only one I think that can do that though. It was some random update they gave it one time a couple years back and
I'll
I
have to
think
check that
I
out.
don't think any of the other ones can do it. I think it's just the Mini 2 that does it. But yeah, just when you're doing a return to home, TJ, just yaw it sideways any direction you want, and it will just keep coming.
Huh.
The
That's
motors
the
will
new-
just
Yeah, that
switch
works.
directions.
Wow.
I mean, if you're high enough
Yeah.
and there's no obstacles in front of you, you'll be fine.
Go feed my face
Yeah.
and go take a nap.
But
Okay,
it does give you a
TJ.
cool
All right.
reverse
See you,
video.
Teach.
Do some with that mattress, TJ.
Hey, TJ, practice on your black hole.
Okay, I will. We'll see you guys later.
Hey, you can use that mattress as a trampoline.
Oh, yeah, true. All right, peace.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah,
But it
on
does-
Bill's show last night, Ron, they were asking Ron about the Air 3, if he used all the features that are on the Air 3. And Ron had the best statement. He said, I only use the ones I'm interested in. Yeah. Like that is it's the truth, because the one that I'm interested in, I forget about is when I'm doing something and I forget that I have cruise control, that I can hit the button on the Mavic 3 and let it just fly, and I could turn it, do anything I want. But I forget.
That's
So
the
you see me
problem
doing
is there's
everything.
so many features built in those drones that you'll forget half of them while you're up in the air, even though you want to use them. You'll be like, all right, this is my plan to do this flight. And, get up there and you'll forget half of the shit you were going to do.
Yeah, it's like the follow me mode and all those other modes,
Dude, follow me modes is actually a pretty cool mode to play with, though. Like I said, especially if you do like, kind of like me and Tom did, where we took our cars out in the middle of nowhere and drove them. It looks like a fucking car commercial because it does the follow and then it just does these random sweeps around the car while you're driving, and it just looks really cool. And it's just so smooth at it too. Oh, there's David. What's up, David?
Hey,
Guess
David.
what, Justin? Watch this.
David.
You can't see what you're pressing.
Why can't he?
I thought Laura was gone today.
He could see my video changing.
Yeah, what about it?
Where would I be going?
It's fading in and out.
I thought you were going to get tickets or something today, or was that yesterday?
That was yesterday.
I brought them online yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. I've
David's got them on for resale again today.
Justin,
What?
I am getting awful close to beating you
What?
Oh.
Oh, on subs?
on subs. Yeah,
What are you at?
5,341.
I'm almost at 5,400. I'm at 82, I think, 4,482 or 5,482.
5,482.
82. So I'm
Wow.
almost to 5,400. I think. Let me double check. Yeah,
yeah, I've got Touch Portal for OBS.
382. Yeah, so you're about 40 behind me, roughly somewhere in there. Around 40, 41 behind me.
And then I'm on 3.2
I get
million.
I get 7 to 12 a day. It just really depends. And there's some days I only get 3 or 4, but my average is about 7 to 12 subs a day.
Now, if you use all your accounts to like Rob's channel, subscribe to Rob's, you could take him over you.
No, if I unsubscribed all my accounts, he would lose about 90% of his subs.
Yeah. The other day I picked up 522 subs in a day.
Stop.
Oh, from that one short?
Yeah, that's all my
Yeah.
channel has been.
That's how Matt did. I mean, Matt was at, like, it took forever for Matt to get over 1,000, and then He just, and I think he's close to 2,000 now. I want to say he
I-
might be
I
over
was
that now.
climbing the same as Dominic, but that one video was hit.
Let me see
and
where
it's
Matt's
just-
at.
You know,
'cause I haven't looked at-
it did stop, but it started again.
Oh yeah, Matt's almost to 3,000 subs now. He's at
It's all done.
2,870
Oh, it's all done?
something.
Now I just need the hardware.
I done 700,000 views in one day on it.
So yeah, Matt's getting pretty close to 3,000. He's got about 20 or 30 to go.
Now I just need to go get the hardware.
Good for you.
Oh, Paul, you heard about the Wise camera security incident that happened not too long ago?
No, I didn't.
There was an outage not too long ago where people couldn't access their cameras. But when it came back online, you know whenever you get notifications on there and you see a little screenshot of that event or whatever that
Yep.
pops up sometime. Well, people's were getting other people's camera notifications.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so people could see what you were up to, Paul.
So,
Pack it in.
people could see other people's cameras, like the notifications that pop up. I'm like, wow, apparently like 19,000 people are affected or something like that. A pretty high number.
That's not good.
All them
Those
women
ones-
walking around the house thinking they were safe, and all them men are going, "Oh, what's this?"
I'm sure there probably were some in people's bedrooms and everywhere inside the house. I don't have any in the house. I always keep them outside. I don't really trust them, right?
Yeah, I won't have him inside.
Well, that's crazy though. It's like, how does that happen?
Wow.
Not so
was
wise
gonna
cameras
say-
now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's not good, but it depends on what she looks like. It could
Right,
be
I gotta
wonderful.
jump off.
Okay, Rob. I
Right,
think
everybody be good.
we're getting towards the end of the show anyway, aren't we?
Paul had to
Oh,
have
but he
been
just
one of
got
those people. And that's the
David
thing.
wants to keep going.
Later, Rob.
Yeah, but he just got you.
All like that.
But
Hey,
Corey,
Rob,
Paul,
take care.
Paul had to have been one of those because that's exactly the problem he had about a month or two ago.
Yeah, I was having issues with my Wise cameras not connecting or disconnecting.
And he couldn't
Mine
log
are
in. He
still
was
like
having
that too. They would randomly just disconnect once in a while, and then they
Yeah,
just come back.
he was having the login issues you were talking about, and David had to help him get a hold of Wise and get back into him because it was like a good week or so Paul couldn't log into his cameras.
Well, you only had it again the other day, didn't you, Paul?
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is my iPad will not connect to the Wise cameras.
But I mean, you know that, Corey. I mean, when you're dealing with wireless cameras, there is a little bit of a risk. You know?
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause
that's why I
it-
don't put them in any places that I don't really care if someone sees my driveway, right?
I mean, that was like that video I showed a couple weeks ago where that white hat hacker actually got into the guy's cameras and got onto his speaker and said, "Hey, I'm just letting you know your information was leaked on the web." He goes, "I'm not doing anything nefarious." He goes, "I'm just going around letting people know that." And he told the guy through his security camera, he's like, get on the site, get a hold of Ring, and get your shit changed real quick. He said, because I'm not the only one that has this information. He goes, but I just wanted to let you know. He goes, you'll never hear from me again, but just definitely get a hold of them and get your shit changed.
Yeah, there's
Like
a
the guy with-
website that you can go to look for, say, open cameras because they crawl the internet and they'll show you all of them that are vulnerable.
Yeah, I've seen that site. Yeah.
Well, if
Yeah,
anybody
some
wants to
sites like
access
that.
their camera and see me walking around in an hoodie, good luck to them.
Well,
they
there's
can, join me,
actually
they can
people
join me in the
that-
therapy room later.
But there's also sites you can go to where people purposely put their cameras out there.
Yeah.
And it shows them walking around in the house and all that.
Yeah,
It
the
adjusts.
site called Shodan. What it does is it basically crawls the internet and looks for open things, right? And it connects to everything and then puts it into a database that you can search. So if you search for like keywords, right? You know, the string of your camera or whatever, you can find everybody's that has open like that. And there's hundreds of them that are open, even though they're not public, right?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't surprise me if there's something like that out there. Like I
And you
said,
can
I've
put
been
your
to
IP
site.
in there and see what's open on yours too, which is nice.
Now, if they were to switch their IP, would it immediately disconnect it or no? Like, say they flipped on like, say the person didn't have a VPN on, somebody got a hold of their IP and they were looking at the camera and all of a sudden they flipped a VPN.
Yeah, I saw you there,
on.
Paul, hiding behind that
It,
post.
it wouldn't necessarily matter because it funnels
They already
into
have
their
it.
service, so it's just going to reuse that new IP.
Okay.
Paul, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
You don't do any cooking, yeah?
Do I what?
You don't do much cooking.
No, microwave.
So why have you got all them bloody pans? Jesus.
Well,
For intruders.
That was
They're
back
for
in the old days.
intruders. Self-protection.
Yeah, don't they? They all look brand fucking new too. Look at the bottoms of them. They've never been cooked with. Look at them. They all look brand fucking new.
Wow.
Yep.
That's the tidiest kitchen I've seen for a while.
Yeah, he never uses it. That orange has been sitting there for years.
It started
It's
out
actually-
as a lemon.
That's a lemon. I was going to say
That's a
that.
lemon.
Actually, a lemon.
Yeah. The lemon now identifies itself as an orange.
That's funny.
Well, the camera
Never used
system
that
I
so much.
use had issues too. Eufy, they got caught doing some weird shit too. I still use them.
I
But
don't even know the
still.
name of mine. Let's see
It
what
wasn't
is.
really a security thing as far as outside security issue. It was they were saving people's videos when they weren't
Saving.
supposed to be.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
were they actually looking at them too, or they're just saving them
I
with people? And then some people were able to capture them.
Well, I think what it was so they're supposed to record locally if you don't have the cloud storage capability. They're just only supposed to record locally, and then you can look them up through the app on your phone. But Wise was that, or Eufy was actually taking the videos and storing them themselves.
Oh yeah,
And
without
I-
notifying the users, eh? Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it wasn't really a security issue outside the company. It was a security issue within the company.
Here's my question, Corey. Maybe you know the answer. On my other computers, when I pull up this, I don't get this advertisement box on the left-hand side. How do I get rid of that?
Because you're using BlueStacks.
Yes,
It's
you know?
the version of BlueStack, I think, right?
Yeah, you can go
Yeah.
into settings and turn that off.
I
I did.
can't find it.
There's a thing in the settings, I think, to turn the advertisements off. And it will say, "Are you sure you want to? Because this helps support BlueStacks." And you could be like, "Yep," and it'll shut them off. But I don't use BlueStacks. I hate fucking BlueStacks. This shit's go down to preferences.
Where?
I think it's under preferences.
Preferences. Yeah.
BlueStacks is a little finicky sometimes.
Then under platforms, there should be something ads or something. Right there, the allow BlueStack to show ads during gameplay.
Where is that? Up here?
The very last one on that menu. Check it off.
Yeah, that one.
And then hit save changes.
There's the thing he was saying. Are you sure you want to?
Yeah. And then that should click no, you got to save the changes, don't you?
I don't think he. Which one did you click on? Check it
Yeah,
off.
click
again.
it off. I don't think he hit okay. No, click it off again.
Where do I find it again?
Last one on the bottom menu there, or the top menu.
Up. No, not that one. Up one. One more.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Next one up.
Going. Yeah,
That
right there.
There you go.
Click that one
Allow
off.
BlueStacks to show ads. Okay.
Yeah,
that.
click that off. And then yes,
They
you're
disable.
sure.
Disable.
Or disable. You click the
Disable.
blue-
They're tricking you, eh? You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
And then
then
click save changes.
save. Yeah.
save changes.
And then Yeah, and then it should click those off.
Okay, so
Is it-
if I turn that off,
You may have to reset the app if they're still there, but
Yeah, just close
they,
the
they,
X and then
they might disappear immediately, but if not, you just have to close it and reopen it.
okay.
I mean, hardwire is the way to go, Randy, but at the same time, it's a bitch running cables all over your house. And Jonathan, the reason why you would want them in your house, obviously, is if you're not home and somebody is robbing your house, it gives you a good vantage point of what happened or what's going on. You know, if you get a notification that somebody's in your kitchen and you're not home, guess what? You can click on your cam and see what the fuck's going on and call the cops.
Thank
Yeah.
you
There is a-
guys. Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
yeah, and you
There
can
is a
speak
good-
over. You can actually speak over it and go, "No, not the TV. Coronation Street's on tonight."
But yeah, you can. There is a good reason to have them in your house to a certain extent.
Yeah, in the common areas, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You put them in the kitchen, one in the living room, just not in your bedroom or the bathrooms, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good. I know some people like Linus Tech, he has it in his house, right? And he does something that he doesn't remember, right? So he has to go back to the camera where he put something, right?
Oh,
He goes back in to find it. You know,
That's
people
a
are
good
like always
idea.
forgetting things, right? You know, if you put down your phone or something like that, or I'm gonna say your phone, but something else, you can go
well,
back and find it.
Well, that's the thing, Jonathan, is the cameras have motion sensors on them, so it will alert you.
I
Like
used to do that all the time.
like my bubble cams in the house, they'll actually follow you around. Like they'll lock onto you when you walk in and they'll sit there and follow you and watch everything you're doing. It's really kind of creepy, especially at nighttime when the infrared sensor lights
That'd be
come on.
good. That'd be good for Tim to have with the cat in the house.
Well, the TP Link ones that I sent him yesterday, he could get 2 for 70 and they're the 360 cams, so it will have the motion lock where you can turn it on and it will follow the cat around. So wherever the cat moves, it's going to lock onto the cat and follow it. And if I found him a deal 2 for 70.
Who's Van P drone shots?
I don't know.
They just asked what app that is.
That's he was asking what camera app you're using.
It's the
Or
Wise
BlueStacks. He might have been asking about BlueStacks.
BlueStacks Wise Cam
Yeah, BlueStacks is an Android emulator.
emulator because you can't.
Right, and because
the
Wise
doesn't work with.
Wise does not have a fucking internet portal for their cameras is weird.
And in applied sense,
Hey.
Wise don't have an internet web-based service. You didn't need
Mine,
to.
Eufy does, but it's Eufy does, but it's very
So Wise has a
Gotcha.
web interface you can connect your cameras to their website.
Oh, do that? Oh, you have to pay for it though, don't you?
Yeah, you need to upgrade a subscription on it. But
Yeah,
what I do
that-
at home is I have like a Docker container that's running an application that I can go to the web and then it displays it all that way.
That's matter of fact, that's right, because we did find that for Paul, but he didn't want to pay for it.
There's a total
Because,
number of cameras that you can
I
have.
remember that now.
Because I've got 9 cameras and it won't let me add another camera.
Then 9's your limit. Then
It's a bit crap.
you'd probably have to have a second account if you wanted to add more, but then you'd have to log into 2 different accounts.
TP Link, you can have up to 100 cameras, I think.
Oh, the fuck you need 100 cameras for?
Because I've got
Depends how many nice looking neighbors you've got.
I guess. I mean,
I'll show my screen, what I'm running, but it's because I'm a tech guy. I know how to do a bunch of stuff, right? So, it's called Wise Bridge, and I'm running it locally, and it's basically a web portal to it
yeah, you have
instead
to
of
pay
using
for that.
BlueStacks. That's
You have
not.
to
That's
pay.
all free.
I hate BlueStacks because it's so fucking like it's
Loaded.
just-
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't like half.
I've
the
got
apps
I've
freeze
got
on
2
it.
extra of these cameras, but I can't hook them up. It won't
That's-
let me add it to them.
Paul, how the
Oh,
hell
yeah,
did
but-
you? I wonder how Paul even figured out how to download BlueStacks. Like, who the hell even did that?
Sam
for you?
Hayden, maybe?
Sam Hayden did it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I don't know how the hell he figured that out. But yeah, like you said, it's bloated and it kind of doesn't work half the
Advertisements
time.
and all this stuff, and it's geared for gaming, right? Yeah.
But I've tried using it for a few Android apps, and it's just like really just kind of bogs down, and the apps will freeze. And yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, it seems to work okay for Murray's camera system, though. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah, here's another brand new one still in the box. With color night vision.
That's the one you tried to add, but it wouldn't let you.
Yeah, and I've got another one that I bought for Lynn down there, but she doesn't want it, so it's brand new sitting down at Lynn's house.
Well, if you're not gonna do anything with them, sell them or send them to somebody. You were gonna send me all the broken ones you had because I wanted to fuck with those, but you know.
I got a bunch of those, yep.
I have a feeling they may not be broken. There might just be something stupid wrong with them. I'd fuck with them though. Might just be a loose cable or something inside. Them turning around all the time and shit. Yeah, I have 5 cameras. I got 3 bubble cams in the house that are 360 pan and tilt. And then I have 2 out front that are 2K resolution. Those ones aren't pan and tilt though. They just face both directions in the front of the house.
Is that Mia that's having a good chat there?
Somebody is across the street walking the dogs down the sidewalk.
Now,
Get off the street.
I do have this one that I do turn on in our room when we're not home. Just because sometimes the kids are here. And I tell them, they'll be trying to sneak in the closet to get snacks and shit. So I tell them, I'm like, dude, the camera's on. So if you come in my room when I'm not home, I'm going to get an alert. I'm going to kick your ass when I get home. But yeah, I got one of these that sits on top of my computer tower. And I only turn it on when we're not home, and then I unplug it when I'm home. I just plug it in before I leave. And then I got one in the kitchen and one out in the living room that we can see everything that's going on out there. And then I got the 2 in the front of the house. But in the old house, I actually had 4 of those, but one of them broke. But there was every angle in every common area was covered. Like when you come in the front door, there was one that looked down the whole hallway. There was one in the kitchen, one in the living room, and then there was one on the side hallway. So no matter where you walked in the common area of the house, at least 2 of them would pick you up at any given time. And they would follow you around. And like I said, at nighttime, it was creepy because the infrared lights would come on, the red lights. And all you'd see is this little red light up in the corner of the ceiling going like this at you. And just everywhere you walked, it would sit there and stare at you. But yeah, anywhere you walked in my old house, there was at least 2 of them on you at all times, watching you. But that was just in the common areas, and then I had 2 out front.
Yeah, Justin, I went ahead and downloaded Touch Portal, and then stupidly went and paid for the Pro version.
Oh, damn.
I mean, some of it's working, but I can't get it to mute the microphone on Zoom.
On the Streamlabs?
No, on Zoom.
Oh, on Zoom. No. What did you pay for?
Which program?
Touch Portal.
Oh.
It's only a one-off fee.
I looked at it, but I haven't played with it yet. I was trying to figure out how to use it.
To be honest, it's actually quite easy to use, and I quite like it. So, but I've gone for the 110 button version, and
it's just a one-time fee.
Yeah, $12.99.
I thought it was a monthly fee.
That's what I thought, but when I saw it, he said no, it's one-off.
Oh, that's not bad then. Because I mean, it's pretty much a virtual Steam Deck. I mean,
Yeah.
so I have it downloaded. I kind of played with it for like 10, 15 minutes the other night, and then I was just like, I was kind of tired, and I didn't feel like screwing with it anymore, so I just closed it down. But I was actually going to try to get up with Mars and Rulin to use it, but Rulin sometimes I have issues trying to understand him, and he tries to translate certain words and he'll confuse himself. So, but I'll have to.
Yeah. I mean,
that'd
there's a
be-
couple of things I want to try and set up, so I need to find someone that knows how to use it. Because, like I said, I want to be able to mute my mic on Zoom when I'm live streaming, and I also needed to get it to start and end the stream. I've got all the, flicking around different things,
What's up,
and
Al?
I've also managed to do it. You know how we had the guy come on the other day to, lower your phone. Yeah, we had that guy come on the other day
Yeah,
to try and show crap.
yeah.
I've got
the
now
one-
a button where I can just literally hit the button and it hides the Zoom. So it's like, well, that failed you.
Yeah, I want to get the Streamlabs Ultra and try that out. Check out all the features on that. Because the one thing I want it for is just multi-streaming, really, but I want to play around with the rest of the shit it offers. Because it's like 100 and I think you can get it for like 149 a year. So I'm just gonna pay the whole year.
What's that for?
The Streamlabs Ultra. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try it out for a month, and if I like it, I'm just gonna pay for the whole year and get it for. And then I'm also gonna do that with. And then I'm gonna try to test out the. What I want to do is test out the. To do the panel on it and see how easy that is to do. Because
Yeah,
if I can
just
do a
the whole-
panel on there, then I'll just get rid of Evelux. But
Yeah, I'm hoping that all these buttons I'm adding will work on the game, because you're only limited to how many buttons you can use on your controller.
right.
Yeah, so I've added quite a few others. Give me a bit of advantage, hopefully. Yeah, the only thing is Touch Portal doesn't like Zoom, because Zoom have disabled hotkeys.
What do you mean that they disabled them?
Well, if you
They
go
don't have 'em?
into
They don't
your
have-
settings and go
Yeah.
down to hotkeys, and then see what it says, Control Alt M to mute your microphone.
And none of them work, or do they?
No, but if you press Control A, it mutes your microphone. Like, but I can't get this program to do what I.
I'm wondering if you're using another program that has hotkeys and it's overriding it. You know what I'm
Maybe.
saying? If you're using like Streamlabs and Zoom at the same time, or OBS, it may be using the OBS hotkeys instead of the other ones. That's a problem too, is when you got multiple programs running with hotkeys, they can fuck with each other. Especially if they're set to the same exact hotkey. I've had that issue too, where NVIDIA has hotkeys and I use the one to start and stop recording.
Yeah.
And there's
Will you stop, please?
I had to change one of the hotkeys in
Stop.
Streamlabs because it was the same one. And it kept pulling up Streamlabs instead of the NVIDIA program. So I had to go into Streamlabs and change it so it would stop doing that. But Streamlabs was like overriding my NVIDIA program, and it was activating that instead of NVIDIA. So it was like it had more control.
So Control Shift M is mute, but on a phone. It's listed on a phone. What's the difference between a phone and a meeting?
For which program?
for Zoom for the hotkeys, and then
I don't
Control
know.
A is for meeting mute.
How the fuck do you even do control and all that on a phone?
Control A mutes.
No, I
the
think
mic.
it's when you're on here and you're on phone. Is there such a thing as Zoom like on a phone mode,
Not that I'm
where it's
aware
not a
of, no.
meeting, but it's just like a phone only?
No, I haven't.
Not that I've seen, no.
That
not what-
confused. That's what confused me the hell this morning. I was like, oh, sod this for a
Because-
game of soldiers.
Because they have one like transfer, hold, decline, accept. You know, like it's almost like Skype whenever you're on like a Skype call. Like you can
Yeah.
accept it, and you're kind of on the phone.
I think
Not
it's a
like
legacy.
meeting. Yeah.
I think the legacy
Oh, sure.
hotkeys.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that. I've never seen that before, but if you go on Zoom's website, though, there's a shit ton of settings in there. Like not in your actual Zoom that we're on now, but if you go into your account and go to settings, there's a crap ton of settings in there.
I hate waiting for the pest control guy to come here.
I can't imagine, speaking of pest control, TJ leaving that
Mattress.
That mattress
outside.
outside.
Yeah, but the thing is his wife brought it home for some reason, and now he's calling
He
trying to
needs to
get rid of
find
it.
out why.
Well, did his wife bring it home, or he said the neighbor dragged it over there?
Well, the
No, he
neighbor
said
talked
it-
to the wife, and then they brought it over somehow. Yeah.
He said the wife dragged it home. But then he was calling around trying to find somebody to pick it up, so
And they said they couldn't come get it until March.
but he has to get it moved anyway because he's gonna get in trouble from his HOA
Oh, yeah.
if it's sitting
Yep.
out front. They're gonna say something to him.
And his garage is packed full of stuff that's being packed away, so he can't even put it in the garage.
Well, I'm sure you could if you went out there and actually moved shit around and stacked stuff up. You can make room for a mattress to go in sideways. Don't take up that much room.
St.
When
Louis
we
is
moved to
having a meeting
California-
today about drones in the city.
Lord help me. When we moved to California, we stayed with my brother-in-law, and we took half of his garage, and we had the whole house packed in half of his garage. You should have seen that packing.
Wow.
And the thing was, is when we started doing it, I took a piece of paper and I knew what was in each box with them labeled, and I put a little dot about where they were. And if I had to go get something, I knew what I had to move to get to it. And we were there for about maybe a month and a half. Yeah, he was very happy because we had 3 kids, and I was just starting a new job in California. We got put on food stamps, and the food stamps were like $500-700 a month or something like this. And I went to the grocery. I told him, I said, what I owe you? And he said, you live in here, don't worry about it. I said, well, let me at least pay for the food, because I got the food stamps for this. So we went to we must have, I think we had steak every night. It was like real food, and it was crazy. And his son worked at a place called Food for Less. And I went through the line with him one day, and we had about $1,000 worth of food stamps. And this was years back. It was crazy, the money they gave us. And I went in the line, I had about $500 worth of between meats and stuff. It was around Thanksgiving time. And had all this stuff in the basket. And his son is sitting there and going through the whole stuff and going through everything. And he's running in, I'm hearing beep, 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 all this stuff. And he finishes everything, and he goes, $49.50. And I went, I looked at him and I was standing there speechless. I didn't know what to say. I'm about to say, what? I almost called him out. And he takes the thing out my hand, does this, and he says, "Thank you, sir." And I'm standing there, and now I'm so afraid to move because I'm saying I'm in California for 2 weeks. I'm going underneath the jail. What the hell going on here? So I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and he says, and this is what was the best. I just looked at him and he smiles, and they got a security guard at the door, the whole works, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I can't just stand here because I got 2 baskets full of stuff for $30-something. I said, I just can't. I'm gonna go. I start pushing it. Security guard walks up to him and starts walking towards him. I said, "Oh, here we go," like this. And he says, "Sir, you need me to help you with one of these?" Like, I said, "Sure." So I'm like, "Sure," and he's pushing it. And Tyrone says, "Sir, you forgot this." He comes running over with 2 things of antifreeze and sticks it in the basket. I didn't have antifreeze. I
Wow.
get home and I'm sitting there, and I walked in and they looked at me and they said, "You look like, what's wrong?" And I told him what happened. Philip said, "I'm gonna bust his ass when he comes home." He come walking back. He said, "Make sure you go through the line with me when you." I said, "No, I'll never go through the line with you again."
Is he gonna get in trouble for doing that? Did he get in trouble, or he was allowed to?
He didn't
You
get
don't
in
know?
trouble, and this was past. It was over 20 years ago, so it's like limitations is
Yeah.
gone. But it was like, I said, "Tyrone, don't you ever do that to me again. Don't you ever do that to me." He says, "We do it all the time to everybody we know."
Wow. Surprising
That was
his
great.
management doesn't care about it because that's a
Yeah, I
lot
know.
of.
Nobody caught. He never got caught. But what he was doing was running the stuff across the scanner and hitting it, and it was just, he had the scanner locked down, so it was just testing numbers, going ding, ding. So everybody thought he was
So it
scanning
wasn't
stuff.
actually registering; it just was getting the number.
Yeah, and then every once in a while he put something in. None of the meat was on it. It
You
was
said
like
food for less?
food for less.
Yeah, it's a West Coast grocery store.
Yeah,
And we had
and it's
those
over
growing
20
up.
years ago, so I don't care.
I had those.
I don't care now.
Yeah, I used to go to Food for Less when I was a kid. We used to go
Yeah,
there and buy stuff because it's kind of like in between a Walmart and a Sam's Club.
yeah, it was a pretty good price.
Yeah, it's kind of an
Not for
in-between
long.
store.
I actually started going to a different food for less because of him.
Yeah, Food for Less has like I said, it's kind of a mixture of a Walmart and Sam's Club. They got regular stuff, but then they got some bulk stuff. It's kind of in between.
Yep. Yeah, it was crazy when, and his mama, his mama says, "Yeah, go back to him. Tyrone knows what he's doing." Oh no, I'm not going back to him. His dad chewed him out when he got home.
Oh, Jonathan just said that the T-Mobile outage has now just hit New York City.
T-Mobile or not
No,
Well,
T-Mobile?
I think
T-
the AT&T,
AT&T.
T-Mobile, and there's a few of them that are having
Yeah, they're
outages
all
right now.
interlinked, right?
Well, I'm T-Mobile, so I don't know.
I checked T-Mobile earlier. Georgia and Florida had a shit ton of outages on the map. Actually, one of the outages is right where he was at. Jonathan lives at.
So, well, let me go get my tinfoil hat because the Chinese are taking over.
Yeah, you can go to the outage maps on Google and it'll show you exactly what areas are affected. T-Mobile's down in my area, then Sarah's gonna not have service either.
Yeah,
She's
apparently I was looking on it. Some people can't even. It's like SOS on your phone, so you can't even dial emergency services. Like it's pretty bad.
See here.
Couple years back, they
What's
had-
that actor that had started up a phone company?
Who?
Virgin? Was it the Virgin phone company?
Now,
No.
he's on television
Oh.
all the time talking about he gives you cell phones for less.
Oh, he's talking about
Ryan Reynolds, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Ryan
Mint
Reynolds.
Mobile. Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile.
Yeah, but Mint Mobile isn't an actual cell company.
No, they're
just,
using the other towers, right?
Yeah, they just sell you phone plans to get onto the towers. I mean, there's only or actually there's only 3 companies anymore. You got T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, that's it. Because Sprint got bought out by T-Mobile, so. There's only 3 companies left, really. All the rest of them are just piggybacking off of their 3 towers.
Yeah, just like sub companies and stuff. Yeah, just use their
Right.
towers.
Yeah, there's a lot of those companies, but yeah, there's only 3 actual cell phone companies that have cell towers. There was Metro PCS, but they got bought out by T-Mobile too. They were all over Florida. That's why T-Mobile has such good coverage in Florida. Like that's actually one of the best places for T-Mobile is here in Florida. Like if you look at their coverage in Florida, man, T-Mobile just pretty much has the entire state blanketed. Because Metro PCS started getting really, really big. They were based out of Florida and they started expanding into other states. When they got to a certain size, T-Mobile came in and offered them a bunch of money. And they bought them out and they took over all their towers and everything. And I think it was actually started by a couple of retired cops too, if I'm not mistaken. That company. I think it was started by a bunch of retired cops. Doesn't look like Louisiana has too many. It looks like they don't really have any outages. New York's in the
Yeah.
That's
red.
good then.
They're saying if you have outages, you can just use Wi-Fi calling. That still works apparently. To set that up as a
Yeah.
temporary measure.
Oh yeah, California and New York, bro, they both got like dark red areas right now. All the rest of them are orange.
And they're not saying why there's an outage or what happened to it.
But it looks like maybe New York and Maryland.
Chinese balloon.
Yeah, they
Probably
got
some update that they pushed on the weekends causing havoc.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
That's what happened to when Rogers went down. Entire Canada, all Rogers went down
Oh yeah, I remember that.
for like a
I th-
day. Like it
yeah,
was pretty bad.
I think Hodges was telling us about that one day when that
Yeah. So
happened.
some of the the points of sales that have the Interact machines,
Uh-huh.
those went down. People couldn't spend. Like it was crazy. Pretty havoc for
Well,
one day.
Is that what you pay your bill on or something?
Well, all like the debit Interact machines, they're using like the Rogers internet to provide it, and a lot of them only have that, and they all went down. So their cell towers went down, and also their internet went down. So anybody who had the internet service provider, they both went down, cell and internet.
And wasn't
So the
that from
businesses that have Rogers internet, they couldn't use their Interact machines because it needs internet to talk to the visas or whatever, right? Their
Yeah,
MasterCards.
and what was that over? That was over some kind of
It was
protocol?
a failed update on some core network switch or
Yeah.
something like that, the router or something like that, and then they lost routing between all of their nodes. It's just like disappeared from the internet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I
It was
remember now.
some guy that pushed an update that screwed up everything. They did that actually on Facebook too. Facebook had the exact same thing happen to them. You remember whenever Facebook went down and the whole world sort of shut down for a bit?
Yeah, I remember that was what, about 2, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Then you
remember that.
realize how dependent a lot of businesses are on Facebook, right?
Mhm.
Or its services.
Well, I mean, I bet they learned that with Rogers too. A
Oh
lot
yeah.
of people didn't realize until it went down. Yeah, Facebook isn't just social media. They do other stuff. So, same with
Well,
like Amazon. Amazon has a lot of online presence as far as like storage and different things like that.
yeah, Facebook does a lot of like authentication to different platforms, right? So you
Uh-huh.
can log in with your Facebook account for different things.
Yeah, kind of like Google does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do the Google one when it asks me to log in. Like if I uses Authenticator, I'll use Google.
Hmm.
Because you usually give you Google, Facebook, and usually 1 or 2 other ones depending
Maybe
on
like a
which side it
Twitter
is.
sometimes
Yeah,
or X. Yeah.
but usually the 2 main ones you see is Google and Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if it's like Discord or something, it might be like Google, Facebook, or Twitch or something. Yeah, and I was watching a thing. Apparently, Kick is whooping Twitch's ass right now. You know, they're running pretty much almost the same size operation with like almost a quarter of the people than what Twitch
Wow.
was running. Twitch had to lay off another like 300 or 400 people. Because all the money they're losing. If it wasn't for Amazon, Twitch would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah, that's keeping them afloat right now.
Yeah, Amazon keeps flipping them, making up for all their losses.
I think some big changes are going to be happening over there soon.
Well, that's the thing is they said that so Twitch had like over 1,200 employees or something. And Kick is running pretty much almost the same size business and they only have like 40 or 50 people running the whole business. But they're finding that a lot in these tech companies. I mean, look what Twitter did. He came in and took over Twitter and realized, oh, we don't need about 90% of these people. And then there were some people that weren't even working, but they were getting paid. They were working a couple hours a week and they were getting paid a whole week's worth of pay.
Yep.
Like, that's fucking nuts. You can tell there was like no oversight in that company at all. Like, it's crazy. You could get away for years just working a couple hours a week and nobody says anything or does anything about it, but you're supposed to be working a full 40 hours a week.
Oh, I know some people in my work that are like that. It's really annoying.
Yeah, it's crazy how they can get away with that, though.
There's a guy on my team. I have no idea what he does. Doesn't attend half our meetings. I don't know. Doesn't
Oh.
produce anything.
Well, for all you know, he could be working on some secret government project you know nothing about. That's probably why he's never there. Or he just doesn't do anything.
He just doesn't do anything. I think he does other stuff besides other
I mean, you never,
non-work related stuff. Yeah.
well, in some government, at least over here, you never know with government positions because they keep everything so, separated. Each department doesn't know what the other department's doing. And that way that way each person doesn't have a full scope of what's actually going on. They only know about their little section, you know. It kind of stifles pushing projects forward quicker, but at the same time, it keeps people from knowing the whole story, so they can't go out and sell the information, like to other countries and shit like that. But at the same time, it's hard for scientists when they're working on a project and they each only know about their only one little thing and they don't know what each other are working on.
That's
So if they're
one of the big problems we have. Yeah, they're all siloed, right? So they only do one thing and they don't share information, which is really annoying.
right, so if you have an issue connecting to their project through some virtual connection or something, but you don't know what the issue is because you're not allowed to talk to each other. Yeah, I could see that being an issue.
In my case, I talk to them anyways, but but it's not known what they're actually producing and stuff like that, right? In terms of service providing and all that. It's not
Right.
known. They don't publish that or don't share a lot of the knowledge. They just run their own shop.
Yeah, exactly. So I said it's good. I understand why they do it that way, but at the same time, it does create more problems for the people working on the projects as well. It can create
And
an
a
issue.
lot of them keep it that way because of job security, right?
Mm-hmm.
The more the more you know, you make more things efficient across the government, right? Meaning less people you need for it. So people make it that it's complicated or don't share a lot of information and continue doing your job, right? Otherwise,
Yeah.
they could lay you off. If you massively reorganize the government, right? Or at least I'm talking about like on the IT side of things. I don't know about all the other policy stuff, but on the IT side of things.
All right, Paul, I'm gonna jump off here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
going
think-
live at 5:30.
I think we might as well.
Quarter to
All right,
five.
I'll catch you all over there.
Okay, everybody. David,
Catch you
later,
guys.
David's going live. Okay, Corey, take care.
All right, you too. Take care.
Thanks
See
for
you, Joe.
coming in. You're
All
always
aboard.
welcome, my
David.
friend.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Joe, have a good one.
You too,
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
David.